PSG have submitted a £100 million package for Virgil van Dijk. Isak has been linked again with Liverpool after his heroics yesterday at Wembley. Nunez and Diaz are expected to leave. Are Salah's expectations unrealistic? And we look at slots, tactics, and ideology. Sit back, relax. Not the morning show, is it? It's the Monday night live show. Let's get into it.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
Two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that, guys. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Yes, lovely people. Hope you're well. As always, when we get behind the mic, please make sure you subscribe, comment, and like. Back for another show. For anyone who caught the morning show, you'll know I'm not in the best of moods when it comes to Liverpool Football Club. If you caught the post-match show yesterday with Matt and Drift, I think you'll see they're not in the best of moods with Liverpool Football Club at the moment either. We had a show set up, and then around 18, 19 minutes ago, Sam Maguire puts out a tweet. And the tweet reads as followed. Bear me a sec. It says, exclusive. Paris Saint-Germain are all in on Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool won't break the bank to retain their captain, but they do want him to stay. Now, apparently, he will be offered 80 million across 2 years.
Yeah.
And then a 20 million pound signing on fee as well. Virgil did say the other day there will be news before the end of the season as well. He also said that he remains focused and will be professional for Liverpool Football Club. Our captain, guys, how are we feeling about this news?
Before I say anything, I think people need to remember what Virgil said before what the last thing he said. Do you remember when he said, if anyone says anything, they're lying? Do you actually remember that? Categorically, he said they're lying. No one knows, he said. Nobody knows. He doesn't know. He said if they know, if people want to say they know, they're lying. This is not me calling Sam Maguire a liar, by the way. I'm not saying that at all. But I'm just talking about Virgil's comments, basically saying nothing is sorted, nothing is done. Anyone trying to say this and that is wide of the mark. But that doesn't stop teams trying to approach him. I said before the show started, we was having a little talk here. We have 3 world-class players. Every top team in the world is going to try and take our players. We are in this position because of Liverpool, not because of these players. We have allowed time and time again these contracts to run down with top players, and it puts us in a really, really bad negotiation position. We can all sit here and be annoyed at the players for maybe faffing around with their futures, because obviously we don't know the figures. We can only go by what's reported, innit? But we have to remember, they're going to start feeling disrespected. I came on this show in the summer and said if nothing is done by November, they are gone. Unfortunately, my position still changes on that. I do think all 3 are going. I don't know where they're going. I don't know if they're going to PSG, Real Madrid, or whatever. But I'm annoyed, I'm pissed off. But at the same time, I actually understand. As much as I'm livid. I understand. You can't have a top club mess around with these top players and think that, we're just going to offer these contracts at the last minute and get them to sign over the dotted line. They are human beings. They want their contracts sorted as soon as possible. Especially Salah more so and Virgil as they are older. They can't sit around waiting around for Liverpool to faff about with contract offers and lowballing them and then giving them how much time. These things should have been sorted from time ago. You're making top players play a whole season where their futures, they don't know what they're doing. You're making them play cup finals, they don't know what they're doing. You're making them get knocked out the Champions League, they don't know what they're doing. Don't you think they're going to start getting irritated? Trent hasn't spoken about his future, probably rightly so. It's a massive distraction. It was always going to be a distraction. We are so fortunate that we've had a great season. No one maybe predicted it. Probably only Drift that predicted it, that would actually win the Prem. I still think we're going to win the Prem. We are lucky to be where we are now. Name me another top club where all three players or top players are in a situation like ours. I will give an example. There was Bayern Munich. Alphonso Davies and Joshua Kimmich were in the same position as these lot. And you never guess what? They signed because the club didn't mess about. We have faffed about for too long. Way too long. So I know this is more negativity in terms of what happened yesterday. But the truth of the matter is this. I want all three players to stay. But I also understand if they do leave, why they would leave. They might love Liverpool. But if Liverpool don't love them back, why would you want to stay if you're not loved? It's all good saying, oh, yeah, we know the club loves them, but we don't know what's going on. Do you not think if they felt this love from the club that they would have signed already? If they would have felt respected and honored? I don't think that's been the case. Because you can tell by the performances from the players that they love the club. Take away the losses that we've had this season. I'm talking about a season as a whole. You can tell the players love the club. But I wonder whether the club loved them back enough. And that's the honest truth. And that's the horrible thing to say. We love the club, but did the club really love them? Because if the club really do love them, they would have sorted this out from time ago. And it shouldn't take for new chief executives and directors of football to get that sorted. You got people like Mike Gordon that knows what's going on. You got people like Tom Warner that knows what's going on. These people have been there. They might not be footballing men, so to speak, but they've been involved in transfers. One of them had to go and sort out the Virgil Van Dijk fiasco that happened. One of them had to step in. I can't remember who it was, but that person had to step in and deal with that. They are more than capable of getting this thing sorted, but yet they dilly-dally once again. And here we are now in the same position that we've been with nearly every single top player that we've had before under FSG's ownership. There's always a contractual issue, something that just shouldn't be happening anymore. But that's my piece on it anyway.
Jeff, your thoughts?
I don't want to talk about it.
We can't have to.
Crash out. I'm gonna crash out. I don't want to, because I didn't know about this news until like 5 minutes ago, so it's still buzzing around in my mind. So I don't really want to. Yeah, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say.
Let me ask you this though, Drift. Are you surprised though? Even take away PSG, are you surprised by any of this? Like, are you surprised in general? Because you kind of knew from the beginning that no contracts were signed.
Am I surprised at the fact that my club are a bunch of pussy holes? Nah, not really.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's like I said to you lot before. There's not many things I say off camera I won't say on camera. When it comes to Liverpool, so Virgil obviously, and again, this is all speculation, right? But Virgil was seen talking to the owner of PSG, and then the next day, or a few, so not the next day, but a few days later on, this news comes out. I said to you lot before, and I gathered that you lot disagreed with what you lot said, but if Virgil is playing for Liverpool Football Club against PSG knock Liverpool out of the Champions League, and then Virgil starts talking about contracts, or I'll talk to you, man, later. Let's have a conversation about me joining you. Virgil Van Dijk can fuck himself. I just put out there straight. There is no way you're disrespecting this club. I don't care whether the owners are messing around or who's to blame and all that kind of stuff. I get all that. But there's a level of respect that you must have. And you cannot get caught talking to the owner of a club that you're going to join while you're on Liverpool football grounds. Nah. So first, let's just get that out there. And that's speculation.
Hold on. One sec. If they've asked him if they, let's just say they've gone up to him after the game and they've gone, we want to have a chat with you, and he goes, not today, but we'll speak another time. What is disrespectful about that?
Yeah, but Cal, that would take 2 seconds. He was seen having an actual conversation.
Yeah,
that could be a passing in the night thing.
Yeah, no, but but you still might have. You could just have a general chit chat. But if
remember, I'm making an assumption here, but I'm just letting my feelings.
Yeah, I know it's an assumption because we don't know what we're saying. We don't know what we're saying.
If that is what happened, I'm letting my feelings be known. There is nobody who's escaping you're dead to me. If that's how you want to move, I don't care which one it is. I love them all, but I don't care if you're going to disrespect Liverpool. I know respect has to go both ways, and the club may not have been respecting them as well. But you don't lose to a team and then talk to their owner about joining them. Nah, that's not how I roll.
What about the respect? But you just said it's a two-way street. What about respect from the club?
Yeah, of course, and we'll get on to what the club are doing another time. I'm just making it clear my feelings on if Virgil was talking to the owner about that, because it does seem very weird that 3 or 4 days after we lose that game, a report comes out that he's being offered so what, you don't think PSG wanted him 4 days ago? PSG only just decided that now? No. So there's a big chance that had something to do with what man was talking to him about, right?
Sorry to cut you. Apparently it was about the comments he said about the Liga.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
And if that's true, then boom. What I've said is completely irrelevant. I'm just letting my feelings be known if that's what he did.
Oh, you're basically saying if they went out to him and said, let's talk, what are you saying about next season? And having that type of conversation.
And he kind of entertained it in any way, shape, or form.
And that's why I said to you, I will be so shocked because this isn't Virgil van Dijk got caught, I don't even know, outside the ground. I don't even know, but it's inside Anfield. I can't believe that my captain would entertain that conversation inside Anfield. The only conversation
I would like to believe that.
Do you know what I mean? The only thing I can realistically believe is they might have said, "Wait, what were them comments about League One?" Because remember, Virgil went ham, during the halftime of the first leg. Yeah, I can't remember what was said. That's it. One of the directors was like, "That should be a penalty," and Virgil was like, "It's not League One, bro." So Virgil's kind of disrespectful to PSG. And you don't know, maybe he's walking and they come and say, "Virgil, come have a word with you." Remember, it's the president of PSG. He's not just going to be like, F off. He might say, yeah, what is it? What have you lot got to say? We don't know what was actually said. But here's what I will say, though, Drift. And this is the bit that's going to hurt. PSG have probably wanted him from time. So is Real Madrid, so is Barca. It's just another name to add to the list. My worry is that, like I've been saying, bro, the longer this goes on, the worse it gets.
Yeah,
it's been going on for too long. We're about to finish a season, Drift. We're in March. The contract ends in 3 months.
Yeah, I know.
I think it's June 30th. Officially. There've already been conversations. Virgil's not going to reveal that. He's the captain. One thing I would say about Virgil, everything he said, he's been quite bullish. Saying things like, if you hear something, unless it's from me, nothing's going in. So he's been quite bullish. But obviously, he knows there's going to be conversations, but he's trying to be respectful to Liverpool as possible. In fact, he's kind of buying us time by being bullish like that, if I'm being honest with you. That's why I agree with Cal, but I understand what you're saying. I wouldn't want my captain talking about contracts in the corridors of Anfield. Are you mad? But I would like to think it wasn't that. But I'm not naive enough to think, though, that there's already been a conversation. Of course, bruv, remember, clubs could have spoke to him from, is it January? January of this year? They were all free to talk to, clubs can approach. Bruv, there's been millions of conversations from Saudi to PSG to Real Madrid to Barca. Everybody wants Virgil, like how they want Salah and Trent. We're in a really bad position here. Really, really bad. And I genuinely thought when I said my statement at the beginning of the season about November, there's a part of me that thought, maybe, do you know what? Nah, they'll get us up before November. November's more than enough time. We've practically played a whole season with these players not knowing what the hell's going on. And then what's so mad is we crash out the Champions League, we don't win the cup, and more, it's been highlighted even more. But it's always been there. I've always said the dark cloud was there from the start of the season. It's just now it's more present to everybody. Because when you're winning, it covers these things up. And don't get twisted. I know we're talking about Virgil. Someone said it in the chat, and I agree. Did you see the way how, like, I know Ibu said something in his Instagram, but I didn't even like the way how Ibu kind of like he laughed off, like he couldn't believe what the decision that was made that he got taken off. And I don't want to just put, he's pissed off, so that means he's going to go PSG. But he's another one on the list of players that are in trouble with contract situations. Fabrizio spoke about Ibu about 2 months ago, saying Liverpool, they are confident, brother. Ibu's come out and already debunked it and been, there's been an offer, but that's it. So he's another one, and he's one runs out in 2026. There's a common denominator, bro, and it ain't the players, bro.
I was just gonna say we're crashing out on the players.
Common denominator.
Crashing out on the players, and we've been doing this. That's why I said when everyone was crashing out on Trent, I was like, what happens if the same happens with Virgil and Salah? We're going to crash out on them as well. Everyone was crashing out on Trent. Now look.
I was told Edwards coming back was a good thing.
We thought it would be.
We thought it would be, bro. Previous experience. You could only go off experience.
I got looked at sideways when I said I ain't sure about this. Well, I don't know, man.
But here's the thing. We can sit there and blame Edwards, and obviously him and his team deserve blame as well. But they weren't on 1-year contracts. These contracts could have been sorted out with the last regime as well. They're all
they could have, but we can't keep putting it on the old regime. These men.
I never said it's all on them, but I can never say it's all on them. But they have to harbour some of the blame.
Yeah, no, of course.
We can't sit there and act like they've let the contract go. They were the ones that let the contract go into the last year. Edwards and co have continued to let it simmer away. They're all as bad as each other. They're all as bad as each other.
No, I understand that sentiment, but the club in general is more to blame than like Schmatke, for example, or Klopp, or any of those people that are kind of in that realm, because Schmatke was only here on a short-term basis. And then once Klopp realized that he couldn't do this anymore, he wanted to leave. There's an understanding of why the club and the player at that point would be maybe at a loggerhead where you can understand why it was a bit techie to get anything done. The players are going to be a bit skeptical about who's coming in, what the plans are, etc., not knowing who the new appointment is. There's things that are understandable if you take your emotion out of it and you think logically. There's things to understand about why once Klopp said he's leaving and Schmatke being on a short-term contract, it could have been difficult. That goes to the FSG ownership to not let that happen. True. Yes, so the owners take some blame.
When did Klopp announce he was leaving in November?
Yeah, which is only just after the season starts. The season starts in October, September.
No, I think it was January. Was it January? I feel like you said it January. I think it was January. I think
August.
Yeah, so August, September, October. So it's 3 months. So it's not that like far down the line, is it?
But it's enough time for the contracts to have been sorted, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying that it shouldn't have been. But again, with Schmatke being on a short-term situation.
But they had the whole summer. That was his job. His job's to do the job of a sporting director. So they're all in it, bro.
I get that. And the new regime. No. Obviously, there's got to be some blame laid. But what I will have a tiny little bit of leeway to as well is it was a hard summer for him. He had to rebuild a whole midfield. So it wasn't like he was sitting on his ass doing nothing. So I'm not saying he don't take no blame. I get that. He does take some blame and whatnot. But that was a difficult summer. That was a whole midfield rebuild of a lot of outgoings and a lot of incomers. There was a lot to do. I don't understand what Hughes has been doing for a year. I don't get what Hughes and Edwards have been doing for close to a year. I don't get it. I'm so confused what they have been doing. And regardless of whatever the situation is of what you were left, you have to clean up now. You took the job. That's your responsibility. So even if it's not fair, this is just how the cookie crumbles. If I buy a house and that house has got bare shit left in it, I can't move my family into the house and then tell my wife and kids, well, the last person who lived there left this stuff in it. That's why it's still here. I've got to get rid of the shit that was left and make the place look nice. That's my responsibility. Whose fault is it? The people who left. Whose responsibility is it? Mine. I took on that role. So I don't want to hear Edwards and Hughes talking about the previous regime. You knew what the job was. You took the job. It's now your responsibility. What have you been doing? What have you been doing?
Can I
and
tell you
I'm
something?
very curious as to why they are okay with this being part of their legacy. Because if their legacy, especially Hughes, as the director of football, your legacy at Liverpool is that you let the 3 biggest players leave. Oh, Lord, have mercy on your blood clot soul. Because I'm telling you, you don't come back from that. You do not come back from that. There is no way out of this for Hughes if they leave. Whether it's his fault or not, I don't care. He's the one who's
I'll go under his regime.
Yeah.
Like,
but where do we go from here?
I'll tell you a realistic scenario that's probably happened. When Klopp was in charge, obviously the plan was to speak to those players maybe 2 years prior. Maybe left it a bit late. So, yeah, bit of blame on that regime. Bit of blame on this new regime. But the common denominator is the owners. So, yeah, regimes are definitely take blame, but it's the owners. Because like I said before, the owners aren't stupid. They might not be, what's the word I would say? Proper, like, what's the word I would say? Like, they might not know every single little factor in terms of what's going on in our club, but they're smart enough to know that they got star players and their contracts. They are smart enough to know. They're still businessmen at the end of the day. Mike Gordon and them man know what they're doing. Like I said, they've been involved in transfers. Don't be fooled by anybody. They have been. But each regime has blame. Because Klopp and Schmatka should have probably started contract negotiations before even Klopp realized he was leaving, but nothing was done. But then obviously, like you said, Klopp practically threw a grenade in the room, innit? When he said he was leaving. And that everyone thought, what's going on here? And that was that moment when everyone probably was like, well, I don't know what I'm doing, ret-a-tat. Slot walks in, Michael Edwards comes back, Richard Hughes enters the fray. They've got blame as well because we didn't sign no one realistically. Well, we signed Chiesa. Don't speak to Chiesa. We signed Chiesa. Mamardashvili is for next year, but that was it. That's all. That was it. So to your point, Jiff, you're right. Richard Hughes and Michael Edwards will take definitely a lot of blame. However, I will say this. I don't know the budget they're working with. We can all sit here and blame Michael Edwards to the sun. But Michael Edwards has to report to FSG. FSG will tell him, this is your budget for the year. This is your budget for the players. I need you to do the best you can to get these players to sign. So even though I want to crash out on Edwards, and I still will, and Richard Hughes, I'm more so going to crash out on FSG because they know how much the players' values are to this club, bro. It's that simple. They are not stupid. They know we have worldwide superstars in the club. And they should know how much it would take to get them to sign. They should be telling Michael and Richard, or whatever, this is the money that we have. Now go and get them to sign. But do you know what? Do you know what it feels like, Drift, to me? It feels like, here's some money. I need you to make it work. And do you know why I say that? Because you look at our transfer policy. We have some money there. We got to make it work. We've never been lavish spenders. Not saying we have to be, but we're very like, what's the word I'm looking for? You know, with money, you're very
stingy.
Yeah, stingy. We're so stingy, bro. Like everything has to be perfectly aligned. How many times have you heard in any article? Oh my
frugal,
days!
You mean?
Frugal. That's yeah. How many times have you heard, bro? And you, Cal, in the articles, you'll see if it makes sense for Liverpool, they will make that move. For example, Kvaratskhelia. If he becomes available and the deal is right for Liverpool, they will be there. Everything has to be perfect, bro. Not every this is what I don't understand. And that's another problem in itself. Sometimes you have to take risks in football. Not stupid risks, but calculated risks. Businessmen take calculated risk, you know. That's why they're successful as well. You take a calculated risk.
Boys, so look.
Opportunistic, yeah. We're opportunistic. That's what we are.
One of the people who everyone thought was going to say was Virgil. Obviously me and Matt, like we've said that we think all three are going. Drift, you thought Virgil would stay. Do you still share that feeling, or are you starting to be swayed, and do you think he might actually go now?
I don't know, bro. If that offer is real, he's gone. No matter how much he loves Liverpool, somebody put in the chat that's 830 grand a week.
Well,
I don't even know how PSG can afford that. If I'm being totally honest with
definitely
you,
afford, but Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe all left. They can definitely afford it.
No, but apparently they were in money problems, which is one of the reasons they changed their strategy. I'm just saying, innit?
You mean like Barca in money troubles as well?
No, but with all due respect
all these
to PSG,
all these big teams are money trouble apart from us, but we're the only ones that can't spend and they can. Drift, bro. You gotta stop listening to what they say and you gotta start watching what they do, bro. We're the only ones that seem to have money.
PSG don't have that power in Europe and like like Real Madrid and Barcelona have just been doing this cheating.
I'm gonna bring up a comment because I was just about to say this. That's their owner, by the way.
Oh,
yeah, I know.
They have power, bro.
Nothing more to be said then. If it's true, they're all God. Ah, well.
Oh boy, oh boy.
I can't believe I'm gonna be looking at a Premier League win, but crashing out.
It's gonna feel tainted, isn't it?
Oh, that actually, if I'm being honest with you, that almost feels almost as bad as winning in lockdown. It's something negative to destroy the positive.
This is worse than winning in lockdown.
It is worse. I think it's worse.
This is worse.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like, no, but what I'm saying is, boys, it's ruining it. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, we're supposed to be happy about the positive, and then something just comes along and ruins it, and really leaves a sour taste in your mouth because of, like, fuck FSG, man. These fucking pricks. Sell my club and fuck off. Sell my club and fuck off. You fucking little rats. I'm so sick of this shit. I'm so fucking sick of this shit. Fuck FSG. Fuck everyone involved. And fuck everybody who thinks this is okay. Fuck them all, man. I ain't going to talk no more, boys, because I'm going to get myself in trouble. I'm fucking done with this bullshit, man. I'm so fucking done with this bullshit. And this coming off the back of going out of the 2 cups as well. Now, fuck everyone, man. Fuck everyone.
You're just ruining it. Look at my lips. You're ruining it.
Yeah. Unfortunately, bro, they ain't selling, man.
Nope.
But Drift, I'm with you, man. 110% I'm with you, bro.
Same. We just can't get rid of them. It's like, I don't even know, man. No, let me not even say that. We'll get cancelled. I don't know what to say, but basically we just can't get rid of them.
What do they want? And I know you don't even have the answers. This is rhetorical. I know no one in the chat has it. I know none of you have the answer. What the fuck do they want? What do they want?
They just want a profile. They just want to style us with a profile, innit?
They want to have a sustainable asset, which brings in a lot of
they just want to style
glamour to their portfolio.
Yeah.
Bunch of...
That's it, portfolio. That's it. Not profile. You know what I mean, though. I'm tired.
All right, let me help these supers and then we'll move on to the next topic. Shout out to Joseph, says, big up Kopish, Cal. Are we safe tonight? Tough.
That's a profile. And I'm in portfolio. I'm tired. I'm finished.
Tough morning meetup show. Yeah, I did have a crash out this morning. With all due respect to the people I crashed out on, I'm not apologetic and I don't regret it either.
Oh, bruv, I don't blame you. And I saw your crash out actually, but I crashed out yesterday. I was drift. I crashed out yesterday.
It's stuff that needed to be
said. On Big Up Den YouTube. So it's calm.
Like there is a large section of this fan base who are happy finishing second and just being along for the ride and not having big aspirations of this club and putting limits on what this club can do. I keep on hearing things like, don't talk about the quad, don't talk about the treble, and it's impossible to do. Everything's impossible to do until it's done, right? Back in the day, people would have said it's impossible to get 100 Premier League points. Man City did that. It's impossible to get 90 plus points. Bare teams have done that now. Possible to go a whole season without getting without going unbeaten. Arsenal did that. It's impossible to win the domestic treble. Been done. Keep on putting limits on the club, man. Keep on putting limits on the club.
I'll be real. This is gonna sound quite harsh. This is gonna sound quite harsh, but you see them people that think that, like, I feel like those are the people that support FSG. That same mindset. In my opinion, you should be trying to win every single flipping trophy that you can enter in. Yeah, you try your best to win them. If you get a quad, amazing. If you get a treble, amazing. If you get a double, amazing. If you get one, that's still very, very good. You try and win it all. That's like saying in life, yeah, oh no, bro, it's too hard, like there's no point me trying. Why don't you just try and see what happens?
Try and see what happens.
I don't understand them people that don't want to try. Why would you not want to try? I don't get it.
I just find the mentality weird.
FSG has styled some people, I can't even lie.
Yeah, they have.
This is why they're still here. They've styled a lot of people, fam.
Yeah. I don't get it personally. Me personally, the only person I want to finish second to.
I'm not having a go at the people that say, I don't think we can win the quad. I'm having a go at the people that says, don't say quad. Don't say treble. It's too much. You're doing too much. How are you doing too much? We should just aim for certain trophies. That's what you're telling us to do. Is that what you're saying? Is that what these people are saying? So when I'm talking, and I just want to make sure I'm being so clear when I say this. I'm not having a go at people that think I don't think it's realistic we can win the quad, or they just don't think it's going to happen. Fair enough. But if you think there's nothing wrong in thinking, oh, we'll try, but I don't think it's going to happen, but I'll still try. Just try and see what happens, innit? You never know. You will never know until you try. I can't accept people that say things like, no, but there's no point. There's no point. Just try and get the Prem and that's it. Just that's it. Just try and get that. Come on, man. Don't let FSG start.
If that is the case, and people don't care about the Carabao and don't care about the FA Cup and all that, shouldn't be upset about yesterday, then.
100.
Don't be upset about it. JC says we go from top favourites for the league again next season if we improve our attack to top 4 at best if we let Virgil and Salah go. We already have a lot of needed additions, and that's without the 3 out of contracts. Diabolical. Facts. Absolute facts, JC. Troy says, I'm most pissed that these contract situations are happening when we are likely going to win the league. It's going to take some of the joy away if we even lose 2 or more. Agreed. It'll take some of the joy away if we lose 1. Mikey says FSG gonna mookie bets our top 3. Enjoy the last dance. Yep, I hear it, Mikey. JC says we need a striker, centre back if we sell Konate, right back, add left back to that as well, bro. Centre midfielder without Virgil and Mo going, and if we need to replace them too. I can't see us signing 7 in the summer. Agreed. Agreed. Troy says FSG is so obsessed with saving money, hence these contract issues. So how the F did Richard Hughes collect a salary this year? Could have had no sporting director this year and hired him this summer. Bro stole a 6-figure salary. Facts. Oh, no. He extended Kwanzaa's contract. Up the F in Reds. Park Life Manager says we're about to win the league, but we're going to be significantly worse with VVD and co leaving. Just deep that. Which effing club moves like this? This is a Tottenham type of thing. E. Taylor says we can only judge FSG based on who they sign if the 3 leave. That is what defines if it's a disastrous summer. We need pace, a striker, and a 6. E. Taylor, I understand the sentiment, but I disagree because you're losing the best centre back in the world, the best right winger in the world, and what many people consider the best right back in the world. So even if you go out and sign 3 top quality players, you're still weakening the squad.
We're supposed to add with the quality that we have already. That's what we're supposed to be doing.
I think all of us would agree the next best centre back, probably outside of Virgil, is maybe a Rudiger, a Saliba, a Gabriel, or a Bastoni. None of those players are available. for Liverpool anyway.
Yeah.
In terms of right back, I don't think we get a right back as good as Trent potentially. Maybe different to Trent, probably not as good as Trent. And then right wing, if you can find me anyone close to Salah, then let's do it. Not including the other stuff we need to sort out. E. Taylor says, if you had to choose between 3 staying or a 6, a striker, new defender, what would you pick? Honestly, I'd choose the 3 to stay.
3 to stay, personally.
But again, E. Taylor, bro, why are we having to choose?
Yeah, this is a nut. Yeah, I know. I get what he's doing. Because he's basically but he's to be honest, I know we shouldn't be choosing, but I understand why he did that, because that's more likely realism when it comes to FSG. They're not going to give you everything that you need to be successful. You just have to hope that what we have at the moment is enough, and the manager or the coach has to coach their ass off. Pause. Do you know what I mean? That's what Slot's had to do this season. Yeah, he's had to be a madman to. Now we're about to win the flipping Prem, and my man had one signing, who didn't even really contribute to the Prem, if we're being honest. Just keep it a buck. He ain't contributed to the Prem.
We'll get to that.
Slot doesn't contribute. Kiers doesn't contribute to the Prem.
Agree. Maya says, if all 3 go, we must get Isak or Alvarez or both. Maya, I hear you, but I asked a question back to you, Maya. If Virgil, Salah, and Trent go, who's creating for Isak? Sammy says, thoughts on fans like AGT that shame FSG out fans? I didn't know AGT was doing that, but
I didn't even know.
If AGT is doing that, I'd love to debate AGT on it.
I'd love to have a conversation still. Bigger AGT though.
E. Taylor says, who is within our budget that changes the game? It depends what the budget is.
Who's in our budget that changes the game? Flipping out, bro.
If we can't even sign these players up to new contracts, then I shudder to think what the actual budget is.
It's like saying you got £2. What gourmet meal can you make with £2?
Red Phantom says, Cow is about to drop a bumper when he says sorry to cut you. It's just a respect thing. I don't like cutting people off without apologizing. Faceless Voodoo Cow strikes again. It's S, but I'll take the Prem over all the rest of the cups any day. This side-to-side play is getting on my beep now. We'll speak about the tactics. Tev says, until certain LFC reps turn, it will never change. Yeah. Sharif says, no elite club, but us keep losing in finals. Mo King. Mac says, almost like FSG are working against us deliberately. SJ says, just imagine if Gay is the Virgil replacement. You could never. Oh, you could
I'd rather bring back Ben Davies.
No, Gay's better than Ben Davies.
No, I'd rather a hologram and act like I don't have to see Gay play for Liverpool.
I'd
rather see a hologram and act like nothing happened.
Regardless if we win the league or not, supporting this club does not do my mental health any good. So I'll be leaving football after the season ends. Thanks so much for the content. You're legends. Oh, Feds. I hope you change your mind, but fair do. Honestly, shall I tell you what it feels like? It feels like FSG are happy to lose these 3 players because I think there are 3 highest earners. And by losing said 3 players, we can almost do a reset to the wage structure.
And a rebuild. They'll probably want to rebuild, make the squad younger, especially when you consider Salah's 32, Virgil's 33. They'll look at it and go, high wages? Those ages are quite high in football. Why don't we just get in some younger players?
That's what it feels like. It feels like, because again, I don't think transfer fees are FSG's main worry. I think the main worry are the salaries. So I think if they can lose their 3 biggest earners, then people like Ibu potentially wants a new contract, can't turn around and be like, well, Virgil's on X amount, Salah's on X amount, Trent's on X amount. And they can turn around and go, well, we'll give you this amount and you'll be one of the highest earners.
So with Tottenham,
I said this. We're not Tottenham because we win stuff, but yeah.
For real. I know what you mean, though.
Put a rent to that at the end of this season.
Tottenham don't win the league, innit? But I know exactly what you mean, though. At the same time, I know what you mean. Do you know what I can see happening? I'll give you a realistic scenario: Virgil, Salah, Trent leave, Højsund, Frimpong, and I don't even know. Give me a right winger. Give me a right winger. Who's been linked with us? Right winger. We actually haven't had any, have we? But just a right winger, random guy. We don't even know who he is. We ain't even seen him play. That will be. Nah, I don't know because 85 mil. We ain't doing that.
No, I don't think they would be against doing that price.
We ain't doing that. But let's just say Mbeumo. Here we go. So it'll be Mbeumo, Frimpong, and Højsund. That is what FSG probably want to do. They'll probably do the whole. We had to, the wages were high, and the age of the squad is getting a bit high, as well. So we had to just. That's their thing. That's what basically, it feels like, and I say it feels like a whole, when Klopp said 2.0, this is Liverpool 5.0, a full factory reset under Slot's regime. It feels like.
Shall I tell you what frustrates me the most? We've been getting transfers wrong or haven't been doing enough transfers for a few years now.
Oh, yeah, I know.
And the problem is this set of people are meant to come in and rectify and sort everything out. I keep on hearing all this crap about, they plan for 3 years in advance. How about you plan for tomorrow?
How about they plan, they're 3 years too late?
Imagine if I said to you, Matt, listen, bro, you see in 3 years' time, I think we need to go London Bridge and have a meal. And you go, okay, so what are we eating tomorrow, Cal? Let me get back to you on that. But 3 years' time, book it in now. We're going London Bridge for a meal.
We'll sort something out. Yeah, we'll sort something out. 2 years later, we'll sort something out. Yeah, I hear it still.
Let's move topic, which kind of feels like a stupid topic to speak about, given what we're just speaking about. Liverpool apparently have contacted Isak's agent and his entourage.
Sorry, I'll be honest. Before you go on, Bob, just before you go on, sorry. Did you say Liverpool have contacted Isak?
According to Fabrizio Romano.
According to Fabrizio. I'll be honest with you.
Let's just wrap this up, boys.
I don't see Isak leaving Newcastle. Newcastle don't need to sell. They're rich as hell. And they'll probably qualify for Champions League. Isak will probably get a new bumper contract. I keep on hearing about Julian Alvarez and we're like, yeah, get Julian Alvarez. Do people not realize Julian Alvarez signed for Atletico Madrid last year? What makes you think he's going to leave after a year? Plus, he went there for, was it 95 mil or something like that?
I think it was 85. I think it was. Yeah, I know. He'll cost over 100 mil. Easily.
Would you guys be good? Let's say it was 120 mil for Alvarez. Would you be good with that?
No.
Drift?
I think Alvarez is a good player.
We will never have to cross that bridge, Cal.
No, I don't think we will either, but it's just a hypothetical.
Drift, you said it wrong. We wouldn't get to the bridge. We wouldn't make it.
Yeah. We don't start the car. We don't pack the suitcase. We don't even plan the trip. We do nothing. Do you know FSG? No, I'm not even going to say. I'm going to get myself in trouble. I'm going to keep quiet. I'm going to keep quiet.
Man said you know what you got to do, but you put in the notes.
I'm going to get myself.
You just leave the note. You know when you go to write someone a message on WhatsApp or something or messages, and you think, nah, bun it. You just back out the message. So when you go back to it, this says draft. We ain't making the bridge, fam. We like Drew said, we didn't write no notes. We didn't write no. It's just a draft. We thought about it.
Do you know what's even more mad about what you just said about the drafts thing? You know how it will say drafts if you back out, yeah? These pussyos have got about 100 contacts, and every Ross Clark message says draft, man. Everyone, you go in FSG's WhatsApp.
The numbers aren't even saved.
Just draft,
the numbers aren't even saved.
Bunch of pussyos.
The numbers
in it. There ain't even a name. There ain't even a name. It's just a number. They don't even know who's who or what's what at this point. Bunch of what? There's fucking pussyos. But, bro,
Jamrock says the real owner of Newcastle said to resist any temptation to sell Isak.
Do you know what I will say to Jamrock though? Although I don't think we're gonna get Isak, I wouldn't put it past Arsenal even getting him. I think it just comes down to Isak. I think if Isak says he like, because Newcastle aren't guaranteed Champions League football just yet, are they? Or they guaranteed Europa because they won yesterday, but not Champions League, if I'm not mistaken, right?
So
because you have to finish in the top 5. Is it this year? You guys are saying top 5?
Only guaranteed conference.
Europa.
You get Europa League for the FA Cup.
Oh, okay. So
they are 2 points off top 4.
Okay. So yeah, so they're not guaranteed. We don't know what's going to happen yet because that race for the top 4 is kind of mad. Yeah. If they don't make top 4, I still think there's a conversation, or top 5. Sorry, it's a conversation whether Isak will want to leave because even though he's just
sorry to cut you, their game in hand Crystal Palace. I'm not sure if it's a home or away yet though.
Okay, what I'm saying is Isak just won a trophy. He wants to win more trophies, isn't it? So it's a thing where if someone can offer him a platform where he feels like he's got a better chance of winning more, he may take that route. I'm not saying that he's gonna put in a transfer request or something, but he might, make it known through certain channels, like, I want to leave. So it wouldn't surprise me, but I just, like me and Drift were saying, I just don't think we're gonna enter that race. I don't think we're gonna enter that race. Remember, we didn't get involved in bidding wars, remember? We never really do. Remember when we went and got involved in a bidding war? What happened last time with Caicedo? Yeah. Let's leave it there.
So then let me ask you guys a question. In fact, no, let me read Supers and collect my thoughts a little bit first because I'm doing everything I can to just get through today's show. Punjabi Firmino says Slot is a yes man, said he is happy with the squad. I have my frustrations with that as well. Del John Jr. says few lads on Mont's channel said if Isak was swapped for Mo this season we'd still win the league. Mont told me about that. I'm sure Mont's dealt with that when it was said. Also, someone said Salah doesn't have the ability to turn it on any stage at any time. If a Man United fan's saying that, then they only have to ask what the nickname of Old Trafford is. He turns it on there. Sammy says Virgil and Mo are leaders you cannot easily replace. Facts.
I agree. It's off the pitch as well.
Part Life says imagine winning the league in your first season and your bosses thank you by letting your all-timers in your team
leave. He means
leave. Like what? Slot may have to walk. Do you know what's going to be very interesting? Even though I understand why people are calling Slot a yes man. The other day, he spoke about Virgil in a press conference and he said, I want to keep Virgil. I want Virgil here next season.
Yeah, he did say that. So
he's not shied away.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? To see how he
Could you imagine after 2 years, he's like, nah, I don't trust the owners. You never know,
Del John Jr. says, crazy how 2L sends everyone bandy our league. Yeah, the whole we're not going to win the league talk is a bit crazy for me.
Big up Dale for 33 months a member as well, man. Big up yourself, Dale.
Big up. Jay Ruiz says it's clear that Edwards and Hughes want a total reset. Also, they can blame the last administration. Let's see how it goes. I'm afraid. I'm very afraid. Faceless says Matt's like 3 years for food. LOL. 3 years in general is crazy. Jay, big up Jay, says why believe all the bad news and downplay the good news?
What good news?
I was going to say, Jay, I don't know what good news there is today, brother.
Brother, Jay, what good news?
Good news?
I know Jay trolls a lot, so I'm not sure whether he's joking or not.
I agree with his statement that we do tend to do that. But Not
I'm
today.
I'm just wondering when the last time there was some
no,
good
that's what I'm
news.
saying. I don't think that applies to today. Kashi Deer says, big up the panel. Is it true VVD leaving to PSG? Only time will tell, bro. Only time will tell. Barry says, come on, guys. We are 5 games away from winning the league. One tweet can't put a dampener on that. We will be fine. FFSG, though. Love for the show. Barry, I hear it, but it does put a dampener on it, man. It's like if I don't know what, if I was to say, oh, I've just bought a new house, but then someone comes and steals my car. I'm happy that we've bought a house, but then I'm like, what am I going to do to replace the car now? Like, you're still going to be annoyed at the car, even though you're happy with buying the house. Because effectively, we're losing 3 world-class footballers for free. Do you know how insane that is? Us losing Virgil, Salah, and Trent is the equivalent of Arsenal losing Saliba, Saka, and Rice on a free.
I'll be honest, Cal. The only example is really City because none of those Arsenal boys know how to win. So
no, but you get the premise.
Probably the only one that we could really use.
No, but you get the premise, Drift. Like 3 of their best players leaving on a free. If this was happening to any other team, we'd be laughing right now.
It's Haaland, Rodri, and Diaz
on
leaving for free. That's what it will be because they're winners and they're better. Do you get what I'm saying? That's what it will be like. Haaland, Rodri, and Diaz all leaving for free.
I'll check it, Mark. No, I'll check it, Mark. Let me check now.
Crazy. Right, let's move off the Isak topic. Let's move on to another topic. Nunez and Diaz. Fabrizio Romano spoke about these 2 players, saying that he expects both to leave in the summer. Obviously, Nunez was close to a move in January to Al Nassr in Saudi, and Diaz, apparently, if rumors are to be believed, Man City wanted him, and also he's wanted by Barcelona, which I don't think is a surprise to anyone. Drift, Luis Diaz. Do you think he stays beyond the summer? In fact, do you want him to stay at Liverpool? And if I'll answer that one first for me, please, bro. Do you want him to stay at Liverpool? And if so, why?
I think he's a good player. And I think even if you go and buy another left winger that could possibly be better than him in terms of like output and stuff, that's how you make a good squad. You go and buy somebody who's better than him, and then you keep him as a squad player, and that's how you build a good squad.
The problem with that, though, is what happens with Gakpo then.
Well, it also depends on who the replacement would be, who we bring in, etc., etc. So yeah,
it seems like Gakpo is the second safest. If Slot had his way, Salah would stay, and Gakpo would be second safest.
But remember, Diaz can play all across the front 3, so it's not just about left wing.
Is this true?
I had that, yeah. Matt, your thoughts on the Diaz situation? Do you want him to stay, or what do you want to happen there?
I'm not trying to force Diaz out the door because I think he's had a pretty good season, but I do think we can upgrade on him. If he wants to leave as well, because it always seems to be the same rumor about Barca every minute. And apparently there's Saudi clubs looking at him. Probably being underpaid, if I'm being honest as well, if the rumors are to be believed. I think the problem with Luis Diaz, for me personally, is ever since he's had that injury, he hasn't really been the same. I was speaking to Drift about it, I think it was yesterday. Me and Drift were speaking about it. But with Diaz, like, when he first walked into Liverpool, like, he was fearless, like, and always going at his defender, 1v1 situations, uses pace and skill. And he has kind of changed the way how he plays a little bit now. And I don't know whether that's because of the injury, personally. But also, it could be just like run into the ground, so to speak, of playing for Klopp and then maybe playing the same way. But he started off the season well, for being honest. He did, and he's just kind of like he's is it plateaued? Is that the right word? Plateaued or whatever. He's just kind of flatlined a little bit now. But I also feel like him flatlining is more to do with the amount of minutes he's played since Gakpo's been injured. He's played a lot of minutes. He's done the false nine. He's done left wing. He's done a lot. People, I think, are discrediting him and what he's brought for the season. I get it. He hasn't been able to maintain the standards that he set himself at the beginning of the season. But I think he's played a lot of minutes. But listen, he's had a decent season. It would have been nice if he could have carried on that form. But the problem is that a lot of people will say it's a purple patch. Some people will say he's kind of reverted back to type, innit? But I just think he's just been overplayed and he's had no choice. Because when Nunez wasn't playing in the number 9, he had to do it. Do you get what I'm saying? And we were all happy when he was doing it at one point. He scored a hat-trick against Leverkusen. People were saying at least we can do that maybe until the end of the season. Jota's still stinking up the joint. Nunez obviously gotten a little bit better, but hasn't probably done enough. And Diaz is still playing. Cody's injured. So, yeah, we can improve on him, but I'm not trying to force him out the door, though, personally. Because I do think if we're going to improve on Diaz, make sure you get the improvement. I don't want to do we replace Diaz and we just get someone who's just like, we're not even sure if he's even better. If you're going to get better than Luis Diaz, then fair play. But if you can't improve on him, there's no point forcing him out the door to get someone who's not even as good as him. Just because they're younger and do you know what I mean? Like, so.
Well, can I ask a question though, Matt? People in the chat saying it. 1 goal in the last 18.
1 goal last 18.
Is that hard to improve on? 9 in the Premier League season when a lot of those came in the first few games.
I understand that, but don't get me wrong. It should be way better than that. 1 in the last 18 is crazy. And I don't know whether it's reverting back to type or whether it's just happened. He is burnt out though. I look at Luis Diaz and every time I see him play, it's like he's already toasted. And it's not an excuse. I just think it's a reason. He just looks spent. Every time I see Luis Diaz play nowadays, I just think he's spent. He's done. Like he hasn't had a rest. And I understand his form has been really, really bad, but man are acting like Diaz didn't even contribute to part of the season. That's the bit I struggle to understand. We could talk about now. We can talk about the last 2 months of the season or whatever. That's absolutely fine. But don't act like Luis Diaz wasn't one of the better players of the season at the start of the season. Or shall I say up until December maybe?
I'd go December. His last standout performance where I was like, he's been brilliant today was probably the Spurs away game when we won 6-3.
Because man, here's the thing. I do feel like we can move on from Diaz. All I'm saying is make sure you upgrade on him then if we're going to lose him. But don't act like he's just some any winger, man. Let's not do that, man. Because there's any wingers at other clubs and we cuss them other players. Diaz ain't some any. I think that's the thing where I kind of feel like I'm not even his biggest fan, but I respect what Diaz does, man. We can't just act like because there was even rumors Man City wanted him. Now I know that's not really the barometer, but it just goes to show you there's other top clubs that want him that can see maybe that he might fit better in their system, or maybe they feel like they can get more out of him. I don't know. But we can't just act like man's just some dead footballer or something just because he's gone in a barren run.
Can I ask you both a question?
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, there was a player out there who's the same level as Diaz right now, but 5 years younger. Would it not make sense to go and get that player potentially because that player could potentially improve over the next 2-3 years, whereas it doesn't seem like Diaz will improve over the next 2-3 years from going based on the last couple of years?
I know what you're saying, but like it's very easy to say that. But all right, then. So if we're gonna do that, then
by the way, every transfer is a risk. By the way, but I'm just saying in terms of playing the probability.
So all right, so give me some names then. If we're gonna
Nico
do
Williams,
this,
for example, Nico Williams, Anthony Gordon.
Nico Williams' output is very. You know I rate with Nico Williams. You know I rate him.
No. That's why I'm just throwing names out there. Nico Williams, Gittins, Gordon, Rafael Leao. And I'm just thinking of names. I'm just throwing names out there because I'll be real with you boys. When it comes to the hard work thing and all that, I will never sit here and say, "You see that Diaz don't really work hard. He's one of the hardest working players on the team." I need output though. I need output on a regular basis for my wingers, especially when they're playing in a team like Liverpool. I don't just want wingers who get to the byline or get in the box and aren't doing anything. 1 goal in 18 is disastrous for Liverpool.
It is, but he's spent. Can I ask you this question? Do you think it's at least
he might be spent now, Matt? But was he spent 11 games ago? Let's say he wasn't.
How many assists did he get in that time?
Honestly, I'm not.
He's not
sure. I'm going to say about 2 or 3.
But is it fair to say though, if Gakpo wasn't injured and they was able to rotate a bit more so on the left hand side, that he might have been in better shape? Because, bro, we know Diaz plays left wing now. Literally, he's played there for time, bro.
I hear that, but Gakpo hasn't been injured that long.
No, you're missing my point. Where was he also playing? False 9. Because remember the
manager
I hear it.
I hear it.
He's had no break. Has Diaz actually had a break? Yeah, he hasn't been injured, has he?
But this isn't the first time we've seen this, though.
I'm not saying that, but I feel like what I'm saying is, I know what you're saying. We can improve, yeah. But I do feel like we are crashing out a little bit on the wrong players. I'll be so real. I'm not trying to shift
the others as well.
I'm not trying to shift blame, but see if we're really going to crash out, because he's a fan favorite. Let's crash out on Jota. Jota hasn't scored in the Champions League for 3 years. Jota's pulled out stinker after stinker after stinker. Yeah. Nothing's changed. He's had the worst Liverpool season in a minute.
Yeah.
He's more culpable.
But so we're kind of doing the whole speaking about someone else to shift the blame. We'll speak about Jota and Darwin.
No, I know. But what I'm saying is, I'm not actively. If you can get me a player that's better than Luis Diaz, that's absolutely fine with me. Because I don't think he's a world-class winger. I really don't. I think he's an international class winger, in my opinion. And I do feel like he's kind of spent now, so to speak. Also, you got to factor in as well. We've seen it. There's enough documentation to know that his wages are a joke. That's going to play a part in him. At some point, it's like, all right, I'm doing really well this season. Remember, there was talks, Cal, about contracts, and rumors from Colombia is that Liverpool are just not really willing to give him that much anyway. So it's like, all right, he's still going to fight for the badge. We see it with the hard work. I'm not trying to say we can't improve on Luis Diaz. Of course we can. He should be doing better. He should be. But don't go and get me another winger, bro. I swear to you this, bro. Please, Liverpool, don't go and get me some winger that's up and coming who has to now learn on the job. Because when we signed Mane was a gangster from when he walked in. And if we've been honest, when we signed Luis Diaz, he was a gangster from when he walked in. Not on the same level, but you get what I'm trying to say. I need players like that. So when Mane got moved into the center, because obviously his athleticism starting to wane, we brought in Luis Diaz. Yeah? And Diaz was doing his thing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? If you could go and do it again. If you could do that again, then we're all good, Cal.
But all right, but here's the thing though. Mane wasn't seen as world class, or some people probably wouldn't even have said that Mane was international class when he signed. I'm not talking about us three, by the way. But the common consensus, but I remember this was before I joined Kopish. So I'm playing at Power League, I'm playing Saturday football. I'm in bare WhatsApp group.
No, but it don't matter what you think of him. It's about what happened. Don't forget.
No. But the reason I say this though, Matt, is because we're saying, well, as you said, and rightly so, don't just go and get me any winger.
Yeah.
But you see, when we signed Mane, I was having debates with Chelsea fans saying that Willian's better than Mane, and Mane's just a Southampton guy. What's he going to do? But he took another level. The difference between that Liverpool and this Liverpool is that Liverpool were building. This Liverpool's established. Another big difference is when Mane came in, there wasn't a Cody Gakpo there. There wasn't an experienced left winger there already. So there was an argument to say that if we go and get someone who's younger and a younger profile, they don't have to hit the ground running like Mane had to, for example, because you've still got a Gakpo there who we can rely on, for example. So again, I bring the question back to both of you. Does the Diaz replacement have to be world class today? Because if I'm not mistaken, and I'm not even trying to do the whole like funny business here, you both rate Gakpo highly and have rated him highly from the day he walked in. I was the one who had to be convinced about Gakpo. So if you're rating him as high as you're rating him and you think he can give you over the course of his season, the productivity, the consistency, the performances, do we have to go and get a world-class player? By the way, I'm not saying I wouldn't want that, but I'm saying, is there an onus to say, boy, Gakpo's here, you know, we don't have to go and get him, because Gakpo might be him if he's given more of a chance on the left wing.
You go and get the highest
I
caliber.
respect you for playing devil's advocate on a day like this, Cal. I rate it still. I can't even lie. I can't lie. Cal doesn't mean a word of what he just said. Fucking bravo, son. Absolutely amazing. Man kept the straight face and everything, bro. A round of applause for Cal in the chat. No, round of applause for Cal in the chat. Real talk. Real talk. Fucking hell. That was crazy. A1 Cal. I'll fucking rate that.
You know what made it worse, Chief? When he said that, yeah. When he said that,
bro.
When he said that, I say to myself, this mother wanted Craver, but he's asking us about who. But I wanted Kvaratskhelia. You're not even gonna ask us. Do we think we should? Bro, please, man.
That's cheered me up. That's actually cheered me up, bro. That was level still.
Guys, I'm trying to be professional here.
I know, brother. You're doing a bloody good job.
You're trying to do
I would have
devil's
crashed out
advocate.
more than both of you have crashed out.
You're doing a bloody good job,
the
bro.
content of crashing out, innit?
I'm gonna be so real. You already know the answer to that question. You wanted Craver. You already know the answer to that.
Yeah,
question.
but we can't get Craver now. We can't get Craver.
So who would you think we would want, bro?
And who would I go for? Honestly,
No. Who would I want? You already know. You already know who I want.
I'd say you'd want Rafael Leao, right?
No, Rodrigo.
Oh,
Come on, you already know the thing already.
I want Rodrigo to come to Liverpool.
No, so what I'm saying is there was no point you asking me that question. What I'm saying is this: you know what we would want. We want someone to be better than Gakpo. Remember when you're trying to bring in a player, yeah, and you've got already a good player there, you want him to be better than the player that you already have.
This is nasty work.
Yeah, nice facts. Big facts. You like, why would we be sitting here saying they don't like if there's world-class available players on the market, you go and get them, you try and get them.
Available though, Matt.
Let me tell you something. Every player has a price.
No,
you see this notion about they're not available, brother.
No.
Can I be so real?
Not every player does.
Kyle, can I be so real? Can I be so real?
Help me out here, please.
If Todd Bowley was our owner,
I don't know what Matt's doing now because
no, you're missing. I think you guys.
We're talking about ownership that won't even renew one class ballers we already have, and now you're talking about anyone's got a price.
You're missing my point.
Let me hear you.
I said every player in world football has a price. If we had owners like Todd Bowley, you think Real Madrid could stop us and say he's not available if we just offer the right amount of money? That's what I was saying. You didn't let me finish though.
No, but would Rodrigo sit there and go, "Yeah, I'm going to go to Liverpool or I'm going to stay at Real Madrid"?
If we offered, I don't know. Give an example. If we were serious, Cal, and we offered 100 and something million for Rodrigo and offered him a big contract, at least we're trying. He might even turn us down, but we're trying. But we would never do that. That's why I said we haven't got owners like that.
But why do that if we know what the answer is going to be?
No, you said something about they're not available, but I said no, that's wrong. All players are available. It's about whether you want to pay that amount, bro. That's what I'm saying. You missed my point.
No, because I disagree with that though, Matt. I don't think every player does have a price. I think there are certain players. I'll be real with you, Matt. I think there are certain players in the world.
Every player has a price. What are you doing?
How much you? All right. So
all right, cool.
What's Yamal's
Mbappe.
price?
Yamal.
Yeah. What's his price?
What's his release clause?
$1 billion.
1 billion.
1 billion. I'll tell you this right now. If a Saudi, let me land. If a Saudi club offer close to 1 billion, Yamal's gone. This is Barcelona. Who? What you think they're not going to take that money? Come on, what are we doing here? We can't be that naive, guys. Are you crazy?
They ain't paying that. And no,
you think Barcelona, who have sold their stadium, have called it what the Spotify Nou Camp, and not only that, they're activating levers, bro. What are we doing? You think Barca wouldn't take close to 600, 700 million for Yamal? Come on, guys.
Luca's right. We rejected something crazy for Salah.
Matt, no one's going that high.
Oh my, no, you see, you're missing my point again. I said every player has their price. If a club offers way over their value, they're going to accept, bro. It's this football. Money talks, bro. Barcelona are acting levers, bro.
All right, even you've got a point if you're being proper technical about it. Yes, you have a point.
How's it technical? It's straightforward.
No, because I was going to say, let's be realistic within the world of football where even 200 million is absolutely extravagant. So we know no one's going to be offering those 700-800 million, bro. So let's just talk about what Cal's saying in just the reality of the world. Yeah, I think there are players who don't have a price because the reality is nobody's ever paying 800 million for a player. So within the realms of what is realistic, Cal has a point. There are some players in the world who I don't think they do have a price. I think that it's like a thing where they're just so integrated. And maybe it might change years down the line, but in that moment of time, like a 27-year-old Messi had no price, bro. You could have offered Barcelona anything, and a 27-year-old Messi has no price, bro. Like, you know when it's like there are some situations where I think there are players who don't have a price because no one's going to ever pay the amount. I think now no one will get Kylian out of Real Madrid now. Do you get what I mean? Like, no one's going to ever pay the amount. So I think there's no price on Kylian right now.
What I'm saying is Saudi have kind of changed the game. But what I'm saying, just in football in general, people, all chief executives will say players not for sale. Like, we've heard it before. Like, he's not going nowhere. Isak is a prime example. Newcastle will probably tell everybody he's not for sale. Newcastle, if someone meets their valuation, there will be problems because they're putting an unrealistic evaluation on him, seeing if anybody goes there. If someone goes there, he is sold. Tell me I'm wrong.
So if someone offered 155, you think they will say, you're gone?
Genuinely, I feel like if Arsenal, I'm just giving you an example. Say Arsenal, right? So Newcastle saying 150. Say Arsenal offer 140, close to that valuation. I think they might cave in. Remember, all clubs are going to say there's certain players that's not available. That's the whole point, isn't it? You don't want people to take your assets.
I hear what you're saying.
The problem is though, if someone reaches that number, you're screwed. I'll give another example. Neymar. I know Neymar's a bit different. No one ever would have thought someone's going to pay 200 mil for Neymar. You mad? No one's paying that amount of money. PSG said, hold that. What you try to get Thiago Silva and then you try to get Verratti. All right, do you know what? Just for doing that, we're going to go and take Neymar. What did Barcelona do? They made Neymar had to walk to the Spanish offices and give them the money for the release clause. PSG just did that. Am I lying, guys?
You're not, but the point I'm making as well, though, is the player has to want to leave as well, bro.
All right, now you're doing semantics.
I'm not, bro. But that was my point in the beginning.
But the point was, there's players that you can't get or whatever. You can get any player you want. It's just whether you're willing to do enough to go and get that player. More times than not, you won't, because most teams want to pay within their means. They don't want to overspend. But there are them teams every now and again that will go crazy and be like, "Oh, what you're saying 300 for Mbappe or whatever." Someone else would go, "Nah, we're gonna pay 1 billion or whatever."
So I hear technically what you're saying.
Technically, every player has a price, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Technically, but I'm saying from a realistic standpoint, it's like Saka, for example. Saka might have a price, but it's not going to be a realistic price. It's not going to be a price that a club is going to pay.
I'll be honest, Arsenal's a bad example. I'll tell you why. Because they haven't won anything and they're under fire, I reckon you could probably get Saka at some. Remember, Saka's got, I think, 2 years left, and apparently someone told me, I'm not going to say who. In fact, I won't say that actually, because I don't want to say too much. But basically, what I'm going to say is this: Arsenal have got their players who they seem as indispensable. They're never going to leave or whatever. But if certain teams match prices or go over their value, they're in trouble.
First,
in my opinion.
Any left winger out there who you think we could get that you'd be comfortable replacing Diaz with?
No, not really. Especially if we're talking about our pussy out owners and what we
can't see. Sorry, bro. You're really quiet, bro.
Am I? Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's better now.
What happened?
It might be
it sounded
Oh no, I heard Drift. Yeah, I heard Drift. Yeah.
Okay, I don't mind repeating it. It depends whether we're talking about our pussy old owners and what would realistically be the situation.
That's where I agree with you, lot. Because now we're talking.
Or you get what I'm saying? Because
our owners.
If we're talking about the money that we'd be willing to spend, Cal, there's absolutely no one I can think of. If we're thinking about a price tag where we live in a fantasy world for a minute and it's like our owners would spend that money, I won't use Rodrigo because I agree with Cal that I don't think Rodrigo would ever want to leave Real Madrid, even if we could match the valuation. So outside of that, the thing is, I'm probably the wrong person to ask because I rate Diaz. I understand people's frustrations with Diaz, but I rate Diaz. So I'm not going to look at.
You genuinely don't think we could upgrade on Diaz, Drew?
I think it'll be very difficult to upgrade on Diaz because I'm looking at the people who are available. So you look at people like Vinny, Kvaratskhelia, Mbappe, and you go, right, they're all at clubs. They're never going to leave. That they don't include Dembele. He's at a club that's not like. I'm looking at all the people that are just so obviously better than him, and that right, strike them all off straight away because people can't afford it and they wouldn't leave their club anyway. Then you start looking at the pool of players like your Rafa Leao's, Mitoma, and I don't know. Like you start looking in that realm of players that are like they're achievable. You could probably go and get those players. I'm not sure whether again Liverpool would pay
Nico Williams is one of them.
AC Milan or 80 mil to Brighton. If I'm not mistaken, Brighton did reject 80 mil in January. So you probably have to pay somewhere close to that even in the summertime. Liverpool ain't going to pay 65, 70 mil for Mitoma. So like even when I'm looking at players that are on that type of level, I'm still thinking there's no way. So the only person who's ever going to replace him, bro, is if it's somebody like what you said, where you go and get like a really young up-and-coming South American or African player from the continent or something like that. And then you use Gakpo as a way to let that guy learn his trade for a year or two. That's probably the only way you maybe go and get a player you could replace Diaz with on the budget we'll have.
Can I ask you a question then? Would you... Nico Williams, I think, has a buyout clause of 43 million.
Stay right there with Nico Williams. I'm going to read you out Nico Williams' stats. You know I rate him highly, but I just this is what the point I wanted to make.
This is diabolical, by the way. If there's only 340 likes,
yeah, that's crazy.
There's 1,400 people of you in the chat right now. If there's only 340 likes, that is unacceptable, guys.
You guys know I rate Nico Williams very, very highly, but his production. That's all. I'm just going to leave this one here. And let you guys. 24 appearances in the Liga, 4 goals, 5 assists. Europa League, 10 appearances, 4 goals, 2 assists. Copa del Rey, 2 games, 1 goal. So in a total of 37 games all season, he has 9 goals and 7 assists. That's his production for Nico Williams.
Sorry, that didn't actually sound as bad as I thought it was going to be. Read that out again, please.
Well, for starters in the league, he has 4 in 24. 4 goals.
But he's a winger, so we're going to include his assists. So he's got
so he's got 9. He's got 9 GA in 24.
Okay, so he's 1 in 3. Okay, and then what was it in the Europa League?
In the Europa League, he's got 6. See this. All right, he's got 6 goal contributions in 10.
That's good. And then what was the other one?
Copa del Rey, 1 goal contribution in 2.
Okay.
So what's his total GA this season so far?
16 GA in 37.
Diaz has got 17 GA all season.
I'm glad you said that. I'm so glad you said that.
Yeah.
Do you remember when you were trying to say things? No, let me not even say that. Do you remember when you said where the majority of those goals come from? Cal, 4 in the Europa, 4 in the Liga.
Yeah, no, I hear it. But I'm saying if you're saying the output from him isn't great, then the output from Diaz isn't great either. But my argument would be, hear me out, man. Diaz's output is one better.
No. But the majority of his have come in the league, bro.
No, I hear that. But Diaz is playing in a better team and has also played false 9 and has better players around him. So my argument, hear me out, man. My argument here is there not an argument to say he'd be better off having Nico Williams in the team to see if he can improve from where he is now at his age around better players as opposed to Diaz, who we kind of know what he is.
There is the argument.
We did
there
see
is
in the Euros, and at the Euros, he was easily one of the best players there.
Yeah, he was cooking because he's obviously playing for Spain. My worry is this though. I think he had a better season last year, and I've seen him play a bit this year, and he hasn't like flatlined or anything, but like he just, for me, hasn't kicked on as much as I thought he would. But you can have a bad season. If the data analytics,
he's going to be 23. Luis Diaz currently,
I understand.
Luis Diaz 28.
Listen, Nico Williams is still a profile of player that Liverpool will probably go for anyway, due to his age and his attributes. But my argument was, when I said it at the beginning of this argument, was I don't mind upgrading on Diaz, but we have to be kind of sure. Remember, like you said, because we're about to win the league, you want to make sure that it's more of a guarantee rather than a gamble. And I know Cody Gakpo's there, but is that? Yeah, we could be.
That's fair.
This is fact. This is solved. This is
that's
fact.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah, no, it's true. I all like. I don't know, man. Those numbers just. Yeah,
could Nico Williams, could he not be at a Mane level right now and just waiting to go to that next big club?
No, well,
because my argument, I think my argument, Matt, is
Mane at Southampton was doing more. Even if I didn't think he was the absolute madman at Southampton, he was doing more though. He got double figures in his 2 seasons.
You know how much Nico earns a week?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, 200, I think.
The issue is, no, it's around 200.
It's 250, I heard.
Okay, cool. All right, let's rule that out. All right, so
I'll rate him, by the way. You know that already. I'm just saying his production is a little bit spooky, though.
I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary here.
There you go.
He came off the bench yesterday and scored the goal that got us back into the game.
Oh, you want to do that again? Man, still wants to believe.
I'm trying to work with. Look, I ain't got the ingredients, but I'm still trying to bake here, innit?
Oh, you're about to go down the road that I was going to go down, but I wanted to save talking about him for when we cook slot a little bit. But yeah, I was actually going to say to you, look, we buy a right winger and Chiesa can play left wing.
All right, I'm going to run another narrative. If we keep
Chiesa cooks next season, you know, we're going to talk about Chiesa.
Chiesa cooks if he stays and is played. There's 2 massive variables.
He don't play.
He's got 3 years left on his contract. If there's anything you can absolutely guarantee as a player with 3 years left on his contract will stay at Liverpool.
No.
We wait until you leave for free.
Hear me out here.
3 years. Long way to go, boys.
Hear me out. If Chiesa's going to stay and Slot's going to give him a chance, I'm cool with running Chiesa and Gakpo left wing. I'm cool if Salah stays right wing. I'm cool. I'm cool if Harvey Elliott's his backup.
Yeah, we're cooked. FSG have got you still.
But if we're gonna do that,
I thought you was being serious until you said the last bit.
No.
We're cooked.
Hear me out. Because
I don't mind the first part you said.
Hear me out. If we're keeping Harvey Elliott as a backup right winger for Salah, then I need Ryan Shirky to arrive. I need Isak to arrive and another striker as well.
Hold on. Say the people you want to arrive, sorry?
Say it again.
Say the people who you want to arrive?
Ryan Shirky, Isak, and someone else. I think Shirky is very achievable.
Why do you think we're getting Isak? I don't get it, bro. Why do you think we're getting Isak, bro? We're going to get Isak from Team. We're probably going to go and get Ekatike or something. I'm telling you. Jonathan David is free. He's free.
I didn't want to say his name again. I didn't want to say his name again because I know the...
Yeah, we're not going down that road. No.
We're not doing all that, Carl.
No, but I'm saying if
we could have got Shirky in January.
Hear me out. Let's say Chiesa and Gakpo, the left wingers. Would you both be happy with that to run that for a season, see how it goes?
Nah, that
I
I think it's too risky. Do you know why? As much as I think they're still playing Chiesa, yeah, the sample size isn't big enough. I know he's done well though. He has done well. He has. And Slot's probably misused him. Well, he must have misused him because he came on the squad. But I don't know, man. That's a gamble, bro.
No, Chiesa cooks if he's given the chance.
No, do you know why though? Because even his fitness, though, we can't ignore the fact of it took man nearly 6 months to acclimatize.
I don't even believe that anymore.
Neither do I. That's what I'm saying.
I just think Slot was taking the piss.
Bro,
Facts.
No.
Matt Slot was just taking the piss. I don't believe those. I don't believe.
Bro, I'm gonna be so real. There were creditable reports.
Gakpo came on with a walking stick, Matt, instead of Chiesa.
That's different because he probably gave up on him, bro.
No, Slot's just taking liberties, bro.
Bro, I heard Chiesa was struggling in England, bro.
And I saw Gakpo struggling in front of my eyes.
Man was moving like Ripley when she came out of her cryo sleep, bro. Didn't know what was going on, discombobulated. We can't be doing that. Took man like
right, you're gonna have to break down them analogies for me at least.
Oh no, it's aliens drift.
No, you know what he's talking about, bro. You know Ripley when
from Aliens was in the cryo sleep. You know when they space travel, they did a cryo sleep thing.
Oh, okay, yes.
What I'm saying is this, yeah. How can it take someone 6 months to adapt?
I don't think it did. I think we were being lied to, bro.
Bro, he kept on getting injured. No, Drift. All jokes aside, although I think Slot doesn't like it.
I think Slot told man you're staying at home, big man, and I'll just pretend you've got a cold. I don't think any of this is true, bro.
Come on, bro. I'm telling you.
Nah, I don't, man.
I reckon this is just me. I think he came to Liverpool, didn't acclimatize. Took him a lot to acclimatize. Then he finally stays fit. And Slot's looking at him like, what's going on? And it's like, he just hasn't really won him over, bro.
Even if it took him 6 months to acclimatize, bro, he's acclimatized now. So next season will be different, right?
Do you, man, really trust Chiesa to lead us to the promised land?
Yes. If Gakpo's there as well, yes.
What are you saying, Carl?
I'm the one asking. As you said, I'm the one asking the questions as well.
You're going to leave Drift on that boat all by himself. Drift, that's taking the piss. Carl literally just said,
I rate Chiesa, so it's fine.
So do I do. Boys, remember what I said at the beginning of the season, all jokes aside? I said, if we get a fit and firing Chiesa, for me, he's the starting left winger.
No, all jokes aside, no. You guys aren't wrong, but again, maybe it is wrong for me to use the manager as judgment, but I always say action speed.
4GA in 387 minutes.
I know. Action speak louder than words, though, guys. No, I don't even know whether he's got a future. That's even that in itself. Obviously, if he's given time.
None of the other wingers are scoring the goal he scored yesterday.
No, they're not.
I don't know if I would go that far.
But Diaz and Nunez scoring that goal.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
But to collect the way he collected it, and on his weaker foot, put that bottom corner.
Gakpo could do that.
When was the last time you saw Gakpo cross or shoot with his left foot?
No, but I'm just saying Gakpo could do that.
That's a bit disingenuous.
Gakpo could do that, bro. Man, I saw Gakpo tip the goalkeeper, Cal, from the edge of the 6-yard box, bro. Gakpo could do that.
With his weak foot.
Gakpo's got a good weak foot. He's not like a pony on his left foot.
Gakpo's got a decent
Gakpo could do that, Cal.
But he tries in a weird way, he tries to avoid it, but he's got a decent left foot.
Gakpo's not doing that. I'm not saying Gakpo ain't a bad man, you know. I'm saying Gakpo.
No. For me, it's more Diaz. He's scared of his left foot.
Diaz is definitely not scoring that type of goal. Gakpo ain't scoring that goal.
Diaz
but the wickedest thing is, we say that, and Gakpo, Diaz's first goal this season was a good left-footed finish. So I think it might even be a bit too liberty. If you gave him 10 times, would he maybe mess it up 8 times? Yeah. But I still think even Diaz probably could do that. It isn't that out of this world that, I've seen
the left foot talk about Diaz, but he's got all the time in the world and he puts it near post. You're striking this across the goalkeeper, defender right on you. You've got
I'm not saying he would do it every single time. I'm just saying I do think he's capable. I don't think we can actually say like Diaz could never do that. Diaz is a techie baller.
Maybe not never, but like I wouldn't.
It might only be 1 or 2 out of 10, but he could do it.
I don't even want to crash out on Diaz. You see this whole Diaz is a techie baller thing. When you say that, all you're saying is he's a good dribbler, because everything else is not that techie. It's just not.
I mean, I disagree, but
he's not a great passer of the ball. He's not a great shooter of the ball.
I think he's got a
good first touch.
I'll give him that. I think he has a good shot on him. He's got a brilliant first touch. Like, there's way more to Diaz than only dribbling. But
no, he's got an okay shot. He's not a techie baller.
I mean, I think he is, but anyway.
For me, he's a
good
winger.
At left wing is definitely a good idea if we then go and buy a proper right winger. So let's think about it from the point of view of having to be realistic because of who our owners are. If Liverpool went and bought Kudus for the right wing and then Chiesa moves over to the left, yeah, that works. Whether you want Kudus or not, I'm just giving you an example of a player who's a good player. Is
this in the world where Salah stays, by the way?
Yeah. It's a dream world.
You taking Kudus or Mbeumo then?
Me personally.
I would try and have the faith in the talent.
You're asking drift, but no, because just speaking in it.
I was asking both of you.
Oh no, but just to speak,
I would try and have faith in the talent and pick Kudus.
I personally would pick Kudus personally.
Yeah, okay, so Matt, this is why I try and draw you out here. You spoke about the first thing you did was mention Nico Williams GA. No, hear me out, man.
Let's not do that. I'll tell you why. Can I tell you why?
No, just hear me out. Let me land real quick.
I need you to let me know.
Matt knows where you're going, and he's not gonna have a rebuttal for it.
No. Oh, no, bro. I need people to understand something. West Ham. Where West Ham in the league?
Like mid-table.
They're lower than that.
Yeah. Have they changed managers?
Yeah.
Where's Kudus been playing all season?
Left wing, I believe. Sometimes on the right as well. Though,
Nico Williams has played left wing every single game alongside his brothers played on the right hand side. Atletico Bilbao doing way better than West Ham this season. So we can't even make that direct comparison.
No, I'm not making a direct comparison, but I'm saying, why would you rather Kudus over Mbeumo when Mbeumo, if I'm not mistaken, over the last few seasons has done better?
So it is with Mbeumo, and I'll be real with you.
And he's shown his versatility as well because he's played as a 9, he's played left wing sometimes as well.
Yeah. And Mbeumo for me works more as like centrally. Like I know he starts on the right hand side. It sounds so weird. I don't see him as a winger. Mbeumo's not a profile of a winger. He plays wing, if that makes sense. I don't know if you agree with me. It's a bit like Diogo Jota when he was at Wolves. You could see Jota was like a second striker, like forward. Like he's not a winger. They play him on the wing for Brentford because he gives balance. If you're talking in our system, so basically what you're saying is when you get the ball, you want people to have a go at their defender. That's not in Mbeumo's game. In Mbeumo's game is about being smart. Obviously, it kind of similar to Salah to a degree. He wants to make the run centrally and get an inside right channel. But if you want someone to go against their winger, which is what I think Slot might prefer, personally, going off maybe what I saw. Some of the stuff I saw at finals, like with some of the wingers that he wants them kind of direct wingers. I could be so wrong, by the way. I just think playing style wise, I think Kudus is a better winger than Mbeumo, but Mbeumo is a better finisher. He's a better finisher, and he's better inside the box. But outside the box, I'm going Kudus. And that athleticism as well. Like, Mbeumo's fast. But I think Kudus might be a bit quicker, and I think Kudus can maybe travel with the ball a bit quicker than Mbeumo. I could be wrong, by the way. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong, but that's just my opinion.
Mbeumo is a winger. I just don't think he's just not as good a dribbler as Kudus. He's a decent dribbler.
I don't see him as a drift. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I understand
Mbeumo as a winger.
No, he is a winger.
I think you're right and you're wrong at the same time, bro. I totally agree with you that I wouldn't call him an out-and-out winger, but I do think he's capable of getting past his man, and I do see him taking on fullbacks. So I think you're a little bit wrong saying that he doesn't take on fullbacks.
No, but that's not his... All right, so... I can't explain it to you. he's got better movement off the ball than Kudus. Because again, he's more of a striker profile.
I agree with that. Yeah.
He'll. Do you know what I mean? His main aim is to get to goal. I think Kudus is more of a creator. The way how Kudus plays, Kudus will take people on, try to open up the game for you. They're two different style of players. I just think it depends what style you want at Liverpool. If you want a goal scorer to kind of try and replicate what Salah does, then you would go for Mbeumo. But if you want to go for something different, in my opinion, you go for Kudus. So I just think it depends on preference of player because they are different players.
So I'll ask you a question then. God forbid Salah does go. Who would you guys go for, Mbeumo or Kudus?
I'd go for a crash out.
If Salah goes,
and
we can only pick one of them. No, we can't even get both in. Pause.
Get one.
Oh yeah, well, it doesn't even matter, bro. We're cooked either way, bro. We're losing. It doesn't matter.
You know, with all due respect to Mbeumo, and this isn't me trying to be bougie, like man has to go shopping in Harrods. There's nothing wrong with Lidl's. But is that what we're Mbeumo? Salah leaves and Liverpool shop at Brentford. With all due respect.
Does it
you
matter
know where I'm coming from?
I don't really, because I don't care where the player comes from. I care about the actual player.
Yeah, but I think in this case, it kind of does come under the same umbrella.
No, for me, it doesn't. Because if the player, all right.
Mbeumo to
hold on. Hear me out. If Elise was still at Crystal Palace, we wouldn't be sitting there going, we can't get Elise for Crystal Palace to replace Mo. He's coming from Crystal Palace.
No, I still would, bro. I think Elise's a baller, but I'd still be very disappointed if he was the one replacing Salah.
Why do we care where he comes from? Robbo came from Hull. Mane come from Southampton.
No, I'm thinking about the quality. But they weren't coming to replace players, though, Cal. And we're in a different stage of our development. We're losing the best winger in the world, and then we're talking about Mbeumo as the replacement.
We got Jota from Wolves, bro.
With all but again, Jota just came in to be a part of the furniture with 3 world-class ballers,
he ousted Firmino out the team, bro. Something we did
because he elevated. But if Salah goes and then Mbeumo is guaranteed first team, the level we just dropped from is crazy, bro.
The level is
Salah
crazy.
to Mbeumo.
As good as Mbeumo is, the level drop off is insane.
Yeah, but the level drops with Kudus as well.
It doesn't drop as far.
Wait.
I do think the level still drops.
Can I do some serious revisionism? When you guys wanted Michael Elise, how many years ago was it? Can you remember?
The summer just gone.
It's only a year ago.
No, I want to say it was further back than that.
No, I was speaking about Elise before that. But the summer just gone. He moved to Bayern Munich.
Who was the Brazilian I wanted from Leeds?
Rafinha.
I mean, at the time, we all wanted Rafinha.
No, you man were battling with me. I was the only one on the Rafinha boat.
No, Matt. No, Matt. Hold on. Wait, no. Hear me out.
Chat, cook them. Chat, I need to chat.
No. Matt, hear me out.
Cook them. Chat, I need you to cook them.
Matt,
I need the chat to cook you guys. Guys, I wanted Rafinha. You man didn't want Rafinha. You kept on saying, he's not the guy, bro. He's not the guy.
No, we weren't saying that, Matt.
No, chat. I need to chat.
All we were saying is that he ain't gonna hold bench for Salah.
I need the chat to respect me and give me my flowers, bro.
I said at the time.
They're saying Matt is right. I told you, man, don't remember, bro.
No, bro, because at the time I said I preferred Neto to Rafinha.
Yes,
but I wouldn't be upset with Rafinha. There's a difference, bro.
Yes, that's it. Because I'm telling you, I was like Rafinha. You man was saying, yeah, that's it. It was Neto. Sorry, I got the player wrong. I do apologize. I'll hold my hands up. I got it wrong.
It wasn't
you man was on this Neto thing. Look at the difference of where the two players and what they're doing now.
No, but Matt, you are trying to pull a little bit of a fast one there because until this season, Rafinha hadn't been doing this.
Hold on, wait there. So Rafinha.
No, let's be honest. Before this season,
wait there. I never said he was a Ballon d'Or contender. Which is what he is now.
Even just looking like he was having a
this is what I'm saying. You can't. Why can't you just say, do you know what? Yeah, I respect what you said there. When I said I wanted Rafinha at Liverpool, I said he's the heir to Salah's throne. If that's how you say it, is it the hair to Salah's road?
But
Yeah?
nobody was against having Rafinha.
Yes, because you
why you think
because
we didn't
you
like
man
that was never a thing ever.
Because you man were on this Neto hype.
But Matt,
but that's regardless. It's like it's not that we didn't think Rafinha was a good player.
It's cool. If I say a player and he does good things, apparently because he wasn't doing it before and he's doing it now.
Talking about Neto was better than Rafinha.
No, in my honest, remember I kept on saying I wanted Rafinha from time, bro.
No, but that was Neto before the injury.
No, hold on, Drift. No, Matt, you're right on that. You're right. You did want Rafinha, but
why can't people just say, do you know what, bro? Fair play, and look at what he's doing now.
No,
but instead we're gonna try and debunk it and say thing.
You've just proven my point, no, Matt. You've just proven my point.
That's the player we should have got from time ago.
No, but you've just proven my point. We would have got him from Leeds.
Yeah, but I don't care about that.
So that's my point. It doesn't care. I don't care where the player.
But just talking about, even if he's saying Lidl or whatever, like just use like a shop, yeah. He's just saying the quality drop off is like quite big. Whereas at that time, in my opinion, if we would have got Rafinha in from before he went to Barca or whatever, and I remember Fabinho was talking to him, whatever, we wouldn't even be in this kind of issue.
See, Rafinha was never going to come and hold bench, Matt.
No, but here's the thing.
This is what I'm talking about. We can't think like that, bro.
No, hear me out.
But we have to be realistic. He was balling out at least. There's no way he comes to Liverpool and holds bench.
No, bro, Rafinha can play. I know we played a 4-3-3, so I'm cheating here. But you see, like I was giving an example. Let's say Rafinha's here now. Bro, Rafinha can play left, right, or 10. You know, he plays on the left right now, bro.
You're right, man.
He's doing all of his damage from the left, and he's naturally a right winger.
Is there not?
Yeah, but in the Premier he's playing on the right.
Is there not?
The chat nasty. Matt wanted Roy Hodgson. Matt, did see how the chat? The chat nasty.
Forget about all that stuff. But
chat nasty.
See when you wanted Rafinha, right? Is there not an argument to say that the level Rafinha's at the time where you wanted him, where we could have potentially got him from Leeds? Is there not an argument to say that Mbeumo is at that level at the moment? Forget about the Rafinha that is today, you know, because he left Leeds. If I'm not mistaken, what year did he leave?
He left 2 years ago. 2 years ago now.
He left in 2022.
Why can't you just give me some flowers, chat?
I'm giving you your flowers.
No, I'm just having a go at the chat.
But that's what I'm saying. Is there not an argument to say that in 2022, that version of Rafinha is the same as this version of Mbeumo? Is there not even an argument to say that this version of Mbeumo is performing better in the Premier League than what that version of Rafinha was as well?
Maybe,
but that depends which way you look at it.
But I just see Rafinha. Do you know what it is? I know this is me kind of being a bit. I don't know what I'm looking for is, but when I saw Rafinha at that time, I just thought the player's so cold. I'm not really looking at his numbers too much, like too much, because remember his numbers weren't even great even at Leeds, bro. But Mike could just see that if he's at a better team,
Leeds, he got 6 and 9 in his first season and 11 and 3 in his second. So
yes, his numbers weren't. Yes, his numbers aren't crazy, and even his numbers for the first 2 seasons at Barca weren't crazy. But you could see the potential, bro.
But all right. Again, just gonna Mbeumo's 25, going to be 26 in August.
Yeah,
questionable.
That's deep. His first season, he got 11 GA. His second season, 17 GA. The season after that, last season, 15 GA. This season, he's on 20 GA already.
Chat, you're nasty.
Is there not an argument to say Mbeumo is performing at a level whereby if he goes to a better team surrounded by better players, he could become that guy, and he's 25 years old?
Or he might not be able to handle the pressure.
He's definitely
statistically.
Or are we? And again, are we doing the bougie thing and saying it's Brentford or man don't look too silky?
No.
I just don't see enough that says that he could take the step up to a higher level. I think he might be performing at his level. And I think Mbeumo's a good player, by the way. I'm not taking anything away from Mbeumo. But Mbeumo's next step needs to be Aston Villa, Newcastle, Tottenham.
But then
it can't be you're trying to win the Champions League and the Premier League. I don't think he's that level.
We're not getting him then. If he goes to one of those clubs, we're not getting him, Drift.
No, I know, but I'm just saying, if you're talking about replacing Salah, it cannot be. It cannot be. Do you get what I'm saying? Like,
okay, so I'm going to ask you the same question about left wing then. If Salah goes, who do we go and get? Because I'm going to tell you guys straight.
I can't give you a name, bro.
I rate Kudus highly. But shall I be real with you? Kudus ain't a Salah replacement.
Yeah, and I agree with that as well.
He's not the Salah replacement. You're right.
Bringing in Kudus for the squad would be amazing if Salah stayed. What Kudus who can play left wing, right wing, and 10 and 9 if needed? Oh, amazing. But as a Salah replacement, no.
I agree
I
with
ask you guys, who do we go and get? Who can we go and get? Because
there isn't anyone who I can think of, bro. It's one of the main reasons why I'm so annoyed.
There isn't a replacement for Salah. Listen, all I'm saying is this.
I'll rephrase it then. Who can we go out and get for right wing that would sit there and go, it's not Salah, but it's a good signing?
I don't know. And I'll be so real. I don't get that pay for me to scour the globe and check that. That's what Liverpool should be doing. They should be giving me the freaking names. I shouldn't have to come up here and give the definitive name. I don't know.
Let's see if good old Google can help us with this one.
Yo, Matt's listen, the chat will listen. Me and the chat have a love-hate relationship, innit? It's one of them ones, innit? It is what it is. Matt wanted Benteke.
We weren't even doing content.
This is what Matt wanted Coolcar. Bro, I've seen it. Matt wanted Roy Hodgson. Matt wanted Januzaj. They're going crazy, bro.
Januzaj is crazy.
And you know what it is as well? This is what I love about the chat. The more the chat do this, the more I realized I was so right. And they're just hating. So yeah, big up the chat though. You know I love you, chat.
Right. So looking at 4-4-2, just as a quick example, they think Inaki Williams, Savinio, Mbeumo, Sane, Kubo, Elise, Dembele, Rodrigo, Bukayo Saka, Yamal, and top of the tree, Mo Salah are the best right wingers in world.
Elise was right there, you know. I'll never forgive Smacker and Klopp for that. He was right there, bro.
Matt Target, didn't he used to play for Newcastle?
By the way, Matt, if you want something else to crash out about, they rate Saka higher than Rodrigo. They rate Saka higher than Dembele.
As a right winger, he's better than Rodrigo. As a footballer,
he's not better. Saka's not better than Rodrigo, bro.
As a right winger, he is.
Saka's not better than Rodrigo, bro.
I never said he's better than Rodrigo.
He's just not better than Saka's just not better than Rodrigo.
As a right winger, he is.
I don't think he is. The team play for Mbappe and Vinicius.
With all due respect, this is how bad right wingers are.
I'm not saying Rodrigo is not a better player than Saka. I'm saying
I think what you might want to say, yeah, he probably gets better production because remember Saka does get a lot of corners and free kicks that will.
We're being disingenuous.
I'm sorry.
Saka's just he's more than just a corner take. But
I'm sorry. Wait. I want to debate this fairly. Have you seen Saka in a big moment, in a big game in the Champions League?
Against Bayern Munich, yeah.
How many times have you seen Rodrigo come up clutch for Real Madrid in the Champions
League? Did he score past Bayern Munich?
Yeah.
I see Rodrigo do that enough times, even more so than those times when he stepped up more than Vinny.
No, but how Saka's only been in the Champions League, 2 seasons? Rodrigo was born in the Champions League. Real Madrid were born in the Champions League. Like
Rodrigo Rodrigo, yeah. I can't believe we're having to do this. I get it. The game goes through Saka. He's their talisman. I get it.
Saka gets overhyped, man. People stop.
But because Saka, and don't get me wrong, I rate Saka, by the way. This is not me trying to diminish Saka because some people will take it out of context. I think Saka is a very, very good player. I just think Rodrigo is better. I just generally think he's better. If you
disagree with that, I'm just saying as a right winger. As a right winger.
Doesn't matter. Right wing, left wing, it don't matter.
Fair.
Same thing. For me, anyway, personally.
So who we get?
Who the hell is Edgar Chadwick?
No idea.
I don't even know who that is. I don't know. But yeah, you gotta love a Monday night show. You gotta love it, man. So much positivity and vibes.
Let me help these supers and we're gonna round off the last topic. Shout out to official AMD Speak says just a message to say big up you, man. Bun FSG, big up yourself, bro.
Big up for AMD Speaks, man.
Mario says I'm not liking Slot's post-match comments lately. Maybe the players we had carried him through the first season. This is not reaction, hopefully not. Time will tell. Marvelous says VVD overrated agenda because Isak scored against him. Yeah, they've got to cling to something though, innit? Joe A says it's time to do a segment on big up where you don't have to worry about being reprimanded. We have to do a call-in show on Big Up Guys. Hashtag loose cannon time.
Joe's got a point there, to be honest.
I mean, we can still get cancelled on Big Up, like because there's a bit more.
Yeah, nah, for real, we still can get cancelled. Why can't this big guy not saying anything?
Yeah.
I get the concept. I understand it. Though YouTube are more strict.
David Gray says slot first conference said I'm surprised if we not sign anyone.
Sorry, Cal, I just want to address the chat. I don't mind banter, but me personally, I'm taking this one to heart and I think it's highly disrespectful. Matt wanted a Big Mac.
But you're a chicken man, innit?
First of all, that's correct. Not on the Big Mac team. Secondly, you're bringing food into a football conversation. I don't understand. I thought we're supposed to be serious on this show, like where we talk football. Man are talking food, and I'm talking about Rafinha. Man's talking about Big Mac. Why can't we just stick to football?
Insane work.
I don't get it. Matt only does KFC or Morley's. Matt, you good? You're not yourself when you're hungry. Man are taking it personal, you know.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's diabolical work, really.
Yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool.
It's diabolical.
It's cool, man. No, it's cool. I'll remember who they are in it. I remember. It's cool. Look at that. Have a Snickers. Have a Snickers. We're talking football, but food gets brought up into it. Matt wanted 6 wings and chips.
I don't think they do 6 wings.
It's cool. Now the chat I've won, man. Bless up, chat. Bless up. Bless up, man.
I don't think they do 6 wings and chips as a meal. As far as I know, it's usually 4. As I was saying, Jay. Jay says, downplay the link to Isak. We believe the Virgil news. I hear that. It's just that because the Isak
Fuck it up.
Nah, you lot in the chat are actually hilarious. I can't even lie. You lot are actually hilarious. Man said Manchester. What?
Fuck it up.
No, the game's gone, man. The game's gone, bro.
No, Matt
It's cool,
Flurry's
man.
the one that got me.
No, it's cool, man.
That's the one that
It's cool,
got
man. I'll just have a break. I'll have a Kit Kat, yeah? Shall I do that? I'll have a Kit Kat, yeah? Cool.
Hey, do you know what, bro?
Say less. Let me go and get my chicken wings. Hold on. Let me give the people what they want. Let me go get my chicken wings.
Hold on, have you got them next to you?
Nah, I don't. If I did, though, I'll be real though. If I did, I'd eat them on stream. Facts, just to annoy the people that's having a go about food and we're talking about football. Come on, chat. You know I'm messing with you guys. You know it's only love. Come on, man. Do you know what? I'll be real. The fact that I was able to say it all with a straight face, I'm actually impressed.
I struggled, as you could
Bro,
see.
I saw you, bro. I just thought I was just gonna start laughing, bro.
I struggled.
Nah, big at the chat, man. Come on, enough love. You know I'm only bantering, man.
Oh man. Jay says Diaz moving like Kai Snap or speed on the wing. That's crazy.
Nah, that's crazy. I can't even lie.
Jay says, what is Diaz doing now? I can't think of the past.
Nah, that's true. That's true.
Matt, let's do it.
Brother, come on, man. We move.
No one sent me the memo call saying nothing.
No, well, you didn't get cursed out for food when you try to talk football, innit? I'm just saying.
Let's do it, bro.
Imagine a man's talking football and the chat just started just going on about food. I'm taking a break, fam. The chat.
No,
chat
you guys are
me, bro.
You thing.
Chat crashing at me, bro.
I'm having a break, fam. Pirate chat would have thought like, let's see if Cal's got a Kit Kat.
Actually, big man thing. I'm being real. Let me see if I've actually got wings. I ain't playing. What's it?
Happy coincidence, Cal. That's all it is.
Oh, sure. Sean P says, let's get this job done. As 8 first-team players are gone this summer, and we know it. Could be.
If we lose 8 first-team players, you don't recover from that, you know.
When he says first team, I don't think that's starting 11. That's just from the squad. I think we do as well, potentially. Jay says, Rafael Leao in a good team over Diaz. What about Rafael Leao if he was brought injured?
No wings, sorry, guys.
I'd love to see Rafael Leao play at Liverpool for the spectacle of it, and it would excite me. His productivity would worry me, though.
Let me go and check his stats, because I think we had a look the other day.
Sorry, guys. Talking about Rafael Leao, all jokes aside, is he actually an opportunistic signing?
So he's 25, going to be 26. No.
All right. So not even to big up Drift. Drift, this is your point when we spoke yesterday. What was the Drift you said again? That Carragher said something about we're missing in the attack.
Oh yeah, we have.
I'll let you say because you go on. I'll let you say the point. What was you saying?
Carragher said that we absolutely lack pace in the front three.
Yeah,
and if you have Mo on one side, the other two have to be fast. And I agree with him, to be fair.
Does Rafael suit that?
Yeah,
that narrative. I know we're speaking about work rate because I know that's what people are going to say.
He's rapid.
But let's say Cody Gakpo is mainly the first choice, but Rafael's got to prove himself. Does Rafael work harder because he's trying to prove himself, or is he just a big money signing that goes by the wayside?
That's a shout, man. That's a brilliant question.
Because I'm looking at it like he would never be my first choice, but we are missing pace. Milan are not going to want the same money that they used to because his price has obviously plummeted as well. I reckon you could probably get Leao for about 70 mil now. Still expensive, but like in today's market, that's not stupidly mad when you consider the talent that he has. I'm just saying. I don't know if you lot agree with that, but
you could probably get him for less than 70, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, because Milan do need a bit of money. So I'm just saying.
Remember, Tonali left for 50, I think it was. And he was like, and I thought he was a Milan boy forever. I think you could probably get Leao for less than 70.
I forgot Milan aren't even in the top 4 anymore. They're really in a
you could get Leao for less than 70, bro.
What did you say Nico Williams' stats are so far in the league, Matt? Was it 4 and 4 or something like that?
No, so he's got 4 in 24 in the league.
4 goals and how many? Yeah, how many assists was it? 5.
Yeah.
Rafael Leao in the league is on 6 and 7 in 27 games.
So 13 GA
compared to 13
to compared to 9, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll ask you the question again. Nico Williams is 4 years younger.
Yeah, that's the thing.
He's gonna cost less on transfers, but the wages would potentially be around the same, to be fair.
I mean, what's a little bit tough to go on that one though is that Rafael Leao has got plenty moments in the bag to give you a bit more faith that he can do it. Whereas Nico Williams only really got the Euros. If you're really trying to put your finger on something to prove he can
the
play.
Game against Roma the other day, he showed up in a big way.
But you say yourself, though, Europa League isn't the level to really judge.
No, but Roma's a good team.
I mean, they're okay. Yeah, they're not crap, but I don't know.
I think it's got a brace. I think, but again,
I just look at Leao's body of work. Even though I totally understand where you're coming from on the age thing, I look at Rafa Leao's body of work, and I think I've watched Rafa Leao be an X Factor superstar on a number of occasions. And even though he's a bit like inconsistent, not even a bit, he is inconsistent. I know Raphael in a blink of a hat. If he's playing, he's unplayable. Can you get
100%.
into that level regularly? That's the conversation. Right now, Nico Williams is a wicked young little player. He's not unplayable. He's not. There's never a world we've seen yet where Nico Williams is in a bracket we go, he's unplayable. You can't stop him today. We've seen Rafa Leao be that guy. When we've seen Leao switch on, like, you can't do anything today.
Bro, remember, Leao's won a league with AC
Milan.
No,
I hear that. In the Euros, though, Williams and Yamal were kind of...
but you see the Euros, Leao was still kind of...
Leao was good at the Euros,
Obviously, they got knocked out.
Leao was good at the Euros.
Was good, bro.
Leao was good at the Euros.
Not close to what Williams was.
No. But
Williams, he was good. Williams and Gakpo were the two standout left wingers.
But Leao had a good Euros, but obviously his team didn't. What I'm saying is this: to go off Carragher's point about pace, both of them are fast, but Rafa Leao is just unplayable. If Rafa Leao wants to get past his fullback, you can't stop him, and you know what he's gonna do? Step over, drop the shoulder, gone. But there's no one in world football that can keep up with him in that short. Maybe only an old school Kyle Walker. No one in the Prem is catching Rafa Leao. Nobody. That's when you say like 1v1 demon. Leao is bruv. Leao in take-ons is a joke, and he doesn't even need to use. He's got skills, but sometimes all he does is a drop of the shoulder, shift, and it's just lights out. He'll open up the game.
Shall I be real with you, both? Given a choice out of the two, I'd probably go Nico Williams.
Are you just saying that obviously because you feel like he's so far from the finished article, whereas Rafa Leao, you feel like maybe at 25 he's going to get that much better?
I think you both hit the nail on the head. He's one of those players you'll know from early in the game whether he's going to have a good game or a bad game. I don't think there's any grey area of him. He's either brilliant or he's dead. He's too inconsistent for me.
Rafa Leao is ranked at 4th on the same list. Only people above him are Kvaratskhelia, Rafinha, and Vinicius.
And people say it doesn't work.
Sorry to cut you, man. Now we're collecting flowers. Can I start collecting flowers for my Elise and Kvaratskhelia shots then? If we're collecting flowers. Because I spoke about these guys from years ago.
I mean, if you don't want to turn into florists, then do your thing, bro.
Depends what you're going to do. I try to get my flowers and I got food thrown at me, so
yeah, you did. Yeah, that was harsh, man. I can't.
No, to be fair, a couple people did give you flowers.
Yeah, no, but the rest of it was food, bro.
The rest was rough.
Bro, it was, it was mad still. But what's this mad dude up to? Man said, money.
The official MD speech says, "Mad dude up 10 DBRC with that. Everybody has a price." $1 Million Man says, "Money."
Man, now though it's harsh. Man said the Neto and Anthony flowers are smelling like bin juice. This is what I'm saying in chat. Never want to give flowers,
What I will say, Neto before the injuries was phenomenal.
No, Neto was cold. He was cold.
Yeah, people can't act like that.
No, Neto was cold. There's a reason, obviously, why you said Neto. Neto was cold, man. Let's keep it a buck. Neto was cold.
Big up Introvert Audio says, "Damn, over the years, you guys have had some sick attackers. We could have got 4 cheap. It's really a mess what we've ended up with." Big up Kopish. Facts.
It is, It really is.
Introvert Audio also goes to say, "I'm not FSG in, but I won't overly diss them. It's hard to run a club when it seems there was an internal strife at football director and Klopp, etc." I hear that, but that was years ago now, so I can't even buy that one anymore, brother. But you know what? Also, big up introvert audio because I was reading some of your comments the other day on the Monty's video where you were sort of backing the whole mentality within the club and the fan base. Big up yourself, introvert audio.
Hey Jay, stop spamming, bro. Jay, flipping hell, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. For a minute there, I thought Chiquise was Dexter Daps blood.
She know wear no underwear, yeah.
Am I lying though, you lot?
It does. It does. I can see it, bro.
I thought the super chat was gonna say long time in a killer man.
All jokes aside, for a minute,
pop up on LinkedIn.
that's not a bot, is it? Is
Says
that
she
a bot?
won't give me king treatment. Says she feel kinky.
Have I got it wrong? Is that a bot or is that actually Jay? I'm being dead for it. No, it has to be Jay because
It's Jay, bro.
it's got the member sign.
Yeah.
No, but he was spamming.
Says you want a big thing out of there, yeah.
Hey Jay, I'm not gonna lie.
Put
Chill,
your
bro. I
legs in the
thought
air like chandelier.
Tommy
yeah.
Putter.
man said Dexter adoption.
Big up Jacques. Says if Lukman was 3 or 4 years younger, he would have been the one we'd most likely buy. Yeah, that's a shout.
Lukman.
Yeah, Lukman's a shout.
Okay.
We won't get him back
3 4 years ago, no one had any faith in him though. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Medidian says it's not us to get new players. Hope that Edwards is cooking something. Salah-like player for us on the left wing. This summer needs to bang on Crystal. Needs to be bang on Crystal.
Crystal, like the champagne. They're Boondocks.
I have no idea.
You remember Boondocks?
Yeah, I'm Boondocks is goated,
No,
bro.
that's the same. But they remember the episode about Crystal,
Right.
like the
Like,
champagne.
you see the Rafael thing? Would
Yeah.
you say 19 GA in 40 games if you round up all appearances is good?
Yeah, because it's like 19 and 40 is pretty good.
That
Is
would
that what?
literally be 1 in 2. That's
Yeah,
what the Yao stats are. It's literally 1 in 2 in all comps.
Because Leo's a good player, he's just inconsistent. That's what I'm saying. He's
Inconsistency.
good
from
player,
you,
man.
bro.
I'm not gonna lie though, a winger getting 1 in 2 is pretty like you can't really argue that in all honesty. A goal
Leroy.
contribution every other game that you can't really.
I just think Rafael would be an absolute nightmare for defenders, you know.
Mm.
And remember, he doesn't have to play every game. We're acting like he would be our only left winger. Like we don't have gap power or something.
Mm.
Leroy Scouser. Mo is our 9, 10, and 11 facts. Mo no show exposed the cracks. Mo has been smoothing over all season. Without Mo, they lack goals and creativity. 67% of all contributions.
That is insane.
Do you know the only reason why I don't like having that conversation though is because
That's
even
insane.
though you do want to give credit to Salah and there is a lot of fact in there, it's also a very weird and slippery slope to go down because then you start acting like if there was a player playing in his position instead of him, they wouldn't be contributing. And then you're taking away the credibility of with the manager or the coaching staff have been able to find a way to play differently because you aren't now relying on that player. There's a lot of ifs and buts to go down when you do that. So it looks incredible on paper. Salah's contribution has been second to none. But if Salah wasn't playing, that can't be the rhetoric. Like, even though Salah wasn't having the same season last year as you're having this year, Salah went AFCON and then had an injury and was out for 3 months or more in total. And we was top of the league the whole time he was gone. It's very disingenuous just act like nobody's going to do anything if he's not gone. And it's just all going to be, do you get what I'm saying? But, and especially when he's there and you defer to him, if he's having a bad game, deferring to him is actually hampering the side.
But why are they deferring to him then?
Because they're used to doing it.
Because they ain't got just call it what it is. They ain't got the cojones, bro.
Well, yeah, and that as well.
So that's why people
sit,
but that's why people sit there and go, if he's not there to defer to, what are you gonna do? Because Mane played with Salah, he never deferred.
I think they're taking
Firmino did, never deferred. Coutinho played with him, never deferred. Because that man were about it.
Yeah, but eventually they wouldn't defer. Maybe after 1 or 2 games they'd be able to hide, but after a while it'd be like, no, you got to take responsibility now.
No, Mane never deferred. This is what I love about Mane.
No, I'm talking about the people. No, I'm talking about the people in our team
no.
now,
I know you're talking about the people
now,
who are here, but the people who are here now, they're not reliable enough.
They're not built the same.
But the people who are here now are the same people who survived without Salah last season. Mane and Firmino weren't here last.
Couple of months.
Salah's out for like 2 months. Is a long time, guys.
So 2 months. The sample size of 2 months compared to years of body work.
I think we lost Salah for nearly 3 months last season.
I thought it was 2.
He went to AFCON and he was injured for 2 months.
2 or 3 months is still
January, February, and March. We didn't have Salah last year, and we were top of the league.
Bro, without Salah, we ain't doing nothing.
Before Salah went, he was the top goal scorer and the top assist maker in our team. If I'm not mistaken,
we ain't doing nothing.
Yeah,
he got to the top
I'm not
of the league.
saying he's not the best player at the team. I'm saying it's a little disingenuous to watch an example of us be at the top of the league without him, but then act like if he wasn't playing, it would be such a drop-off that we would just be a nothing team.
He got us there, Drift. He got us there.
Got us where?
To the top of the league before he went AFCON and got injured. He got us to the top of the league.
Yeah, but we still have to give credit to the fact that the player stepped up while he was injured and then we stayed top of the league.
Okay, so I'll ask you the question then. If we started the season last season without Salah and this season without Salah, would we be top of the league in any of those seasons?
Maybe not, no. But I still think it's a bit disingenuous to just act like nobody would have stepped in at all while he was if he wasn't doing it.
No, we haven't got big game players. Other than Salah.
Without Salah this season, we'll be battling for 6th. We'll be battling for 6th spot.
We ain't doing. Salah has contributed, like especially this season, more so than
I think we would comfortably be top 4 still. But I get the
without Salah.
No, we're fighting. Yeah. We're fighting our asses off.
You lot think that if we take away Salah, it would mean that we're as bad as Chelsea and Villa and all those teams?
He's not just a goal scorer, bro. He's a creator as well.
No, but guys, so what we're saying is that as you look at Chelsea, Villa, Newcastle, all those teams, and you lot think take one player out our side and we're that level. Come on, guys. Come on, man. Let's not do that, man.
We're fighting for top 4.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I get that you lot want to be bigging up Salah, and rightly so, but that's ridiculous. One player out our side, and then we're as bad as Chelsea, or worse. Sorry, than
where's
Chelsea.
The goals coming from?
Hold on, wait there. I'm gonna explain something to you. Take Virgil out. Where are we, Drift? So Salah's still here. Take Virgil out. Where are we?
Salah's still here. Take Virgil out. Same thing. Guaranteed top 4. Probably not going to win the league.
We're fighting for top 4, bro.
Top 4 who?
We're fighting for top 4.
So you lot are actually saying that we are Virgil and Salah FC. Then?
No, don't do that.
I'm not saying that. I'm
thinking what it is.
No, it's not, Drew.
Bro, I need you to understand something. If you take Virgil out, you're now Virgil, you've even said yourself, is the most important player that we should re-sign. Yes or no, Drift?
Yeah, to reach the levels of elite.
You said he's the most important player.
Better than Chelsea and Villa and get top 4.
Drift, without Virgil, Salah, Alisson.
Those are the 3.
Those are the 3 that I would say.
I mean, now we've gone too far. You lot have started to name numerous players. We're just talking about Salah.
No, I'm giving you. No. I understand that.
Alisson's the only one I'd say if he came out of the team for a sustained period, we'd be comfortable in the top 4 because of Kelleher. But you're telling me you're running a season with Konate and Kwanzaa at centre back and we're getting top 4 comfortably, or Konate and Gomez? Come on,
what I'm trying to say.
What, over Chelsea and Villa? Yes.
Drift.
Chelsea and Villa are not better than Liverpool.
Bro, you know how much I rate. You know how much I rate Konate, but Konate and Kwanzaa ain't it, bro.
And it wouldn't just be Kwanzaa because obviously Gomez was there. I know he got injured, but Gomez is.
But that's my point, Drift. Kwanzaa or Gomez.
There's more reliance in it.
Look,
what I'm saying, if you took Virgil,
I disagree, but. I know it's a long.
No, fair play. I put that this Drift. I'll be so scared if say Virgil was injured for however, like you see, like Salah with the AFCON team, but say like injured for 3 months, or whatever. I would be so worried about a defense.
No, but isn't that because you lot are worried about the elite level of winning the big trophies? We're not talking about big trophies. We're just talking about getting top 4.
Drift. They are so crucial to Liverpool. It's unreal. Like the drop off is dramatic. That's the argument. The
And I
drop-off
mean,
is too severe.
if we're going to go down that road as well, there are numerous players around the world in the other clubs where it's pretty much the same. City fans are blaming Rodri's injury on their capitulation. Like everybody's got those players in it. Where if you take that,
but that's
player
kind of
out,
like a prime example. Though.
You just proved our point.
Proved our point though.
When you saw Rodri go down injured, bro, what was the first thing you said? City ain't winning this league. It's impossible.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Yeah, but they're still getting top 4.
Are
You're
they?
not saying we can't get top
Drift.
4.
No. Wait there. Are they fighting for top 4 or are they cemented for top 4?
I think at this moment in time, I think City are pretty much going to get top 4. Like
They might, but they're
fighting.
fighting in it. They should be like cemented.
They're fifth in the league, bro. They're fighting.
Look, I still beve they'll get top 4.
One player's missing.
Liverpool would get top 4.
Imagine that one
in
player's
the league.
missing.
No, we're not going to win. We won't win the league without Salah. No, I can hear that argument.
That's what I'm saying. Fight for top 4.
We're getting top 4,
bruv. I said we're fighting for top 4. If you take out either Ali, VVD or Salah, we're fighting for top 4.
Well, we had Ali missing for 2 or 3 months this season, so Kelleher proved that he could get us top 4. Win the league, maybe no, but we can get top 4 with.
I still feel like 3 months drift. We're saying if there's no Salah in the team, these men are not getting top 4, bro.
They're fighting for top 4. Me personally,
I don't know.
Fighting, man.
No, I don't think they're fighting. They're not getting top 4 because there's not enough goal scorers in that team. There's not enough creativity in that team. Where's the goals coming from? On a regular basis,
the goals would come from other players. Circumstances would change. If Salah wasn't here, Chiesa would have been given an opportunity. Chiesa could have easily chipped in with some goals. You put Diaz on the right, maybe, or something, and then maybe he scores some goals. Maybe you get Gakpo going on a bit more. Like there's still, you might not have got Salah's levels, but top 4 ain't Salah's levels.
Wow.
Neto's got 1 goal all season, if I'm not mistaken, in the league, and Chelsea are 4.
The contribution.
You're missing the whole point.
Yeah.
No, I'm not. You lot are saying that without Salah, we can't get top 4, and I'm telling you,
I said without Salah, we are fighting for top 4, bro. Just like how
67%.
No, you lot said we won't get it. You lot actually said we would not finish top 4 without Salah.
I said we're
That's
fighting.
what you said. You said we would not finish top 4. The argument literally started because you said we wouldn't.
I don't think you heard me. No,
Jiff,
you didn't hear me. I literally said we will be fighting for top 4.
I'm saying we're not.
I said that. Cal said that, bro.
I'm saying we're not finishing 4th without Salah. The guy's just he's our best goal scorer and most creative player.
So Cal, you're saying without Salah, Liverpool are worse than Chelsea.
Yes.
One player makes us a worse team than Chelsea.
Yes, because of the over-reliance on him. Yes, Drift, I'm saying that.
Categorically wrong, but
okay,
it's an
cool.
opinion.
But I think the stats show we would be. Could you take Salah's contributions out, and we are worse than Chelsea?
We are fighting for top 4.
Other people step up when that player's gone, bro. They might not be able to step up to that level.
Step up. How can they say we're going? How do we say they're going to step up when he's not there, when they can't step up when he is there?
Because, like you said, we defer to him. So sometimes it just becomes get the ball to Cristiano, get the ball to Messi, get the ball to Salah.
But you're assuming
other people step up when they're not there.
No, you're
assuming that they are going to step up.
You're assuming they're going to step up. I'm going based off what I'm seeing in terms of evidence, and the evidence is when he's on the pitch, they're still not stepping up. So what's to say when he's not there, they are going to step up?
Okay.
There is more evidence on my side to show that they're not going to step up because he's there and they still can't do it.
Not really, because we actually lost someone holding their hand last season, and we saw Jota step up, and we saw Diaz, and we saw Nunez step up.
But what for 2 months, bro? Like,
bro, 2 months is long enough to know, right? Okay, when the going got tough, then man, they're helped.
It's not long enough.
Just I understand what you're saying, but I don't think it's enough as a sample. Just me personally, I can't speak for Cal. This is me personally. If you take out Salah, or if you took out Virgil, took out Ali, I think we're fighting for top 4.
Okay, hold on. Can I just ask a question? I really need to just understand this.
Yeah,
so Madueke, Neto, Sancho, and Jackson are better than Gakpo, Diaz, Jota, and Nunez, and Chiesa.
Okay, take
no,
out
because
Salah.
I'm hearing we're not better than Chelsea without Salah, and I am absolutely flabbergasted.
So why did you not mention Cole Palmer?
Cole Palmer's not a forward; he's a 10.
But forget about forwards. We talk about the players.
And Cole Palmer's form's actually been very stinky as well recently.
He's their main person.
He's still got his goal. The game. All right, so the game goes for him. His goal contributions, even though he's been stinky, I know he's been stinky.
He's been
still
stinky
high
recently.
Yeah, but it's still high enough.
High.
It's still. What I'm saying is, my argument is because you missed my point, bro. I think you heard Cal, but didn't hear me, bro. I literally said we'll be fighting for top 4. We'll be in and around there. That's why I asked you about Man City, bro. Because Man City have taken one player out. Rodri is the most important.
I heard won't make top 4. And
I said that. And I
said Cal said that, but me and Cal are even different on that.
I totally disagree that we.
But I think where we both agree is I think you're underestimating Salah's importance, though. I know obviously you know he's important.
I'm not. I'm just saying Salah's importance is the difference between being elite and trying to win the league in the Champions League. Top 4 is still definitely happening without Salah.
We're fighting for top 4, bro. I can't even lie. I've seen enough in those players to know that they're not Mane, they're not Firmino, they're not old school Jota. They don't have it like that, bro. If you're talking about the old regime, 100%. That's why when I said if there's no if there's no Salah back in the day, don't matter. You got Mane. Mane was his equal. It didn't matter. Then you got Firmino as well. We don't have that right now, Drift. We now have to rely on Nunez, Jota, who looks like he could be finished, and Diaz, bro. As good as players they are, they're nowhere near the levels of what we've been used to. So back in the day under the Klopp regime, I think, yeah, you can easily say that, bro. But not now, bro. We could have gotten away with playing Shaqiri, Mane, and Firmino because Mane was a madman, Drift, your favorite player. We don't have that anymore, Drift. This is the reality. It's hard to accept, but it's the reality, bro. The players that we have now, they don't step up. They don't step up, bro. If Salah don't step up, can someone else do something? No, they can't. Because if Salah has a bad day, that means that we all suffer. Imagine that. One player has a bad day, we all suffer. Mane would never let that happen. In fact, Mane was the one that was like, Salah, you see finals, yeah? You know, this is my time because you go kind of quiet. Let me take over. I got this. That's what Mane would do. Ain't no one in our team doing that now, Drift. Trust me. I hear it though, Drift. It's disappointing. It's horrible to hear. But we don't have a Mane.
Like I said, there's so
it's horrible to hear, bro. We don't have a Mane no more, fam.
Salah having a bad game and being on the pitch and stinking up the place and no one else stepping up. Somebody else could step up, of course they could. But if Salah's not thinking up the place and there's a different player playing in his position, the situation might be different. Like there's so many semantics to if Salah's not playing this, if Salah's not playing that. Like it just doesn't work like that. It's a very easy way to look at it. But it doesn't just work like that.
Name me the Chelsea attackers, please, guys. I'm gonna run something here.
Sancho, Mudweke, Jackson, and Neto.
Hold on. Sancho.
That's what's good. So got Sancho.
And Mudryk.
No, he's not even there. He's banned, isn't it? So Sancho.
Yep.
Madueke.
Yep.
Jackson.
Yep.
Neto.
Yep.
And although they got rid of João Felix. Did I say Madueke?
Yeah,
I think that's
I'm gonna include Palmer, and I'm also gonna include Szoboszlai for Liverpool. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, in Kunku, they're still getting Kunks. Yeah.
One sec.
Yeah, in Kunku. Appreciate that, guys. I did. I think I said it Kunku in the end. I think
so. Liverpool's attack so far in the league without Salah got 20. 21, 29, 37. Chelsea's, you're not going to like this, boys. 4, so if you took Salah out of this team and Chelsea had their team, we'd have 37 GA from our attackers in the league. Chelsea have got 62.
So you think
is that including Cole Palmer though?
It wouldn't be a different player.
Even if you take Cole Palmer out, because I've included Szoboszlai in that, by the way. I put Nunez, Diaz, Gakpo, Jota, and Szoboszlai there.
That's crazy.
Take Cole Palmer out, who's got 20 GA. He's still on 42.
But I'm not gonna lie, that's kind of damning still.
No, because it doesn't work like that. Because somebody who was playing in Salah's place would have done something. It wouldn't just be that literal.
Drift.
It wouldn't be that literal. For in that scenario, Chiesa might have been playing since January. Who knows? Chiesa might have scored a lot of goals or had a lot of assists. Like it's not that literal.
I'm going off facts though, Drift here.
No, but it's not fair facts because it doesn't count for the fact that Salah has been playing. So therefore, he's taken up a position in the front line. So when you remove him, you're removing a third. So it has to somehow be put into a metrics where there would be someone playing there. Liverpool wouldn't have been down to 10 men every game, where you just take Salah out and then there's just nobody playing there. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense to do that.
All right, shall I tell you what the killer is, which backs up my point even more? Probably about half of those assists are probably from Salah.
Do you know what? It's been a long day with a lot of bad news. If you think it, fair enough. I don't agree. I don't think we're worse than Chelsea without Salah, but
we're fighting for top 4. That was my original point. Though we are fighting for top 4. We're fighting, bro. We in my opinion, we don't have enough to cement and sit here and say we're definitely getting top 4. I don't think so. I think we're fighting for top 4. We might get it, we might not. We're definitely fighting, bro. And I know stats aren't everything because they're not everything in it. They're genuinely not. But what the stats is kind of showing me is that so you've got a point, Jeff, but it just again shows me that the reliance on Salah is still insane. And I understand what you're saying, bro, but that's still kind of
the reliance on Salah is insane to win the league, Matt, not to get top 4.
Bro, I genuinely feel like we're fighting for top 4, you know, bro. Genuinely. Because remember, Gakpo, we've even said it. We feel like Gakpo is really the only one that maybe has something that he might be able to get a couple winners here and there. But he's really the only one.
Like I said, it's fine.
So,
and again, like I said before as well, it's taken away a lot of other stuff from other people, which is why I think the argument is too simple. It's diminishing the coaching staff and Slot, saying that it would mean that they're not smart enough or intelligent enough to understand how to find a different way to play. It's taken away from other players in the team that maybe they might step up because Salah's not there. He's the statesman. They defer to him. Don't we always say things like, you know how Portugal win a tournament? Just stop playing Ronaldo. Ronaldo there is clearly making people like Jota and Leao and Bernardo Silva always defer to him and they're trying to appease him. If Ronaldo wasn't there, it's probably better because other people can step up. It's the same principle.
It's not. Because
people are telling me if anybody here thinks
Ronaldo's hindering Portugal. Salah's not hindering us.
No, but the point is about them deferring to him and him being like a focal point, and that's what the problem is. And we do that with Mo. A lot of our players defer to Mo when he's there.
I hear what you're
saying.
So
regardless of whether he's better than Ronaldo or he's producing more than Ronaldo, I'm talking about the fact of like deferring to him and giving him all the responsibility all the time. And what we're also saying is that Slot isn't a good enough manager, even though this season he's proved to be remarkably good tactically. Forget about this last week. That is way too much of a piss take to judge Slot on 1 week. This whole season, Slot has been so good tactically. He's been almost genius at times with the things he's done tactically to try and win games or to change things around or to deal with situations. And now all of a sudden we're going to say Slot wouldn't be a good enough manager to get top 4 just because you took Salah out.
No, I never said that. We're fighting.
But this is all what is being implied by saying we would not get top 4 without Salah.
I'm saying I'll repeat, we are battling for top 4 because I'm going off evidence that suggests. This is when you say it's like Jeff, do you know what it is? You're doing, and I understand from your perspective, because you're doing this could potentially happen. You are right though. Someone could step up, but me and Cal are literally only going off what we've seen or what's happened. You're doing that whole, but who's to say someone can't step up? No one's not saying that. But we're going off what we've seen. This season, Salah stepped up in I'd say about 80, 90% of games. The only other person I've seen step up in big games or had like crucial moments is Gakpo. Really and truly, if I'm being honest. That is not enough. You've seen it your own eyes this season, Drew. Your own eyes. You've watched the season unfold.
But boys, you're never convincing me we're worse than Chelsea without Salah.
I never said that, bro. But you have to understand, not worse. We are battling with them, Drift. We are battling. That for me, that would be the reality.
Wait. Without Salah, we better than City.
We'd probably be about the same.
City are 5th.
So
but they're going to get
top 4 then.
They're
fighting for top 4.
Based on what?
Top 4, man.
Based on what? Why
City are getting top 4?
But do you agree though?
City are definitely getting top 4. Yeah.
And if I'm being totally honest with you, I actually probably think we would do better than what City have done this year without Salah. City have really underachieved. I think City have lost 10 matches, I think, this season.
But Drift, do you hear what I'm saying?
They went on like didn't they go on like an 8-game losing streak or something like that?
I'll ask you a question. If you say
we ain't doing that without Salah.
You think they're going to get top 4? That's not definitive. What are they doing right now? Are they battling for top 4? Yes or no?
Yeah, but bro, I said if you said battling, then fair enough. I heard we won't get top 4, and that was what my argument was.
But there's also, but going to Cal's point, this is where, in my opinion, you're both kind of 50-50. Because there's no guarantee City are finishing 4th. They should really, but they might not. They are battling for 4th. That's where we would be. They're only missing Rodri. They're only missing Rodri. Just one player.
No. I mean, to be fair, we can't do that either because we are being a little bit disingenuous. They've had a lot of defensive injuries this season as well. Rodri's obviously the one that's standing out the most, but they have had a lot of defensive. It wasn't only Rodri. Everybody else was.
If that's the point, if that's the point, who's to say? You're saying that the others will step up in Salah's absence. Who's to say Jota's going to stay fit?
What about Joe Gomez? What
if Diaz gets an injury?
Of course, that's right. Yeah, of course, that's valid. But I still think we get top 4 regardless,
even with the injuries that might occur. Because Salah's durable.
If you're gonna be ridiculous and say they all get injured, then obviously that's.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
One or two injuries,
Never once said it, bro. Salah's availability is arguably the best out of all the strikers. Tell me I'm lying. Don't just say I'm lying.
If you don't believe what you believe, then that's fine. And if I believe what I believe, that's fine. There's no point in us going back and forth.
It's not back and forth, but statistically, is Salah the most available forward that we have, though, statistically, this season?
Oh, yeah, most probably, yeah.
Case in point. So we're taking away a player also that's always available. Remember, you're going off a premise of someone could potentially step up. I don't know about that person's durability record. You know what you're getting from Salah.
I'm going off what I've seen over the last 2 years.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Like I said, I'm not even telling you, look, I just disagree. I'm not telling you to not have your opinion. I just disagree.
Felipe says, just put the cup in the bag. You ain't getting Isak. Congratulations, Felipe. Jay says, Olivia Smith is more techie than Diaz. No joke. She's not, but she's a good player.
Olivia Smith, you know.
Anfield Tate says, Gakpo doesn't make that run. Chiesa, long COVID for your information. He did, to be fair. Jay says, Mboma has 20 GA at Brentford, definitely a winger. Also goes on to say, Kudus is not a winger, he is a 10, was at Ajax. And then asks the question, how is Mboma different from pre-Liverpool Mane?
Is Jay trying to compare Mboma to Mane, or is he just trying to talk about statistics?
No, he's comparing Mboma to pre-Liverpool Mane, not the Mane that we ended up seeing at Liverpool.
My difference would just be eye test. That wouldn't be about stats or whatever, just be about looking at the player on the eye and just knowing who's the better player.
I'm surprised you don't see that. That's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, Jay. That's a bit of an L. That's a howl.
If you take away Mbeumo's statistics, do you think that he is overall an easy on the eye type of player?
I do think he's quite easy on the eye.
Fair enough.
Comparing Mbeumo to Mane,
I don't think he looks horrible on the eye, but I wouldn't
even
say
Southampton Mane. Nah,
you do know Southampton Mane was a little. He could be a little inconsistent.
Yeah,
and he wasn't. He wasn't.
But you could just see.
No, I never said that.
He wasn't the easiest on the eye either, by the way.
No, he was. You could just see the baller. I mean, I could anyway.
I never said you can't see the baller. We talk about ease on the eye, though. He wasn't always the easiest on the eye.
From what I saw, he was.
Official AMD speak says Matt don't see Mbeumo as a winger because there can only be one bearded wing wizard permitted. Wonder how many LFC players will monitor this summer based on what's happening now. All of them, from the looks of it. Introvert Audio says, to be fair, you guys oppose each other on a regular about players that will go on to be amazing. Still, that's why I love this channel. Big up yourself, Introvert Audio. Jay says Matt wanted Nkunku.
I did want Nkunku. I didn't know he was going to get injured.
So did Edward.
Do you know what I mean?
So did
That's
Edward.
crazy from Jay. I can't lie. That's crazy.
Hate says, check their mirrors, Matt. We remember the Gavi hype.
Oh my God, another player that's been absolutely battered by... What are we doing here? So we're saying...
Jay
Gavi's
said Matt wanted
wasn't a
Barini.
player.
If Matt wanted Barini, I don't think Drift would have had him on the football banner.
He wasn't
show
even
that
doing
Kopish.
content when... What?
Outdoors.
Is that Barini or Biryani?
It must be Biryani, because that makes more sense.
I hope it's Biryani.
You know them ones.
Outdoors 247 says Matt's flowers for Rafinha.
Someone in the chat is really struggling. They're really trying it.
Red Indian says Salah replacement is getting rid of Jota and Nunez. Sign 4 players, spread the goals around. It depends on who those 4 are going to be.
You know what's even more crazy about Salah leaving is that if one or both of Jota and Nunez go and Diaz goes, you're replacing the entire front line, and it would basically be the midfield version of what we did last year.
We wouldn't be replacing. Well, we'd be replacing Gakpo would stay as left winger,
and that'll be it, Cal. It'll be Diaz, Jota, Nunez, and Salah all go. It'll be an entire. So basically,
I'm going to be real with you.
Curtis Jones, and then you got to go and buy all the others.
Well, you'd have to buy 3.
Even that's wild. 3 players for one section of the team. That's a whole rebuild.
No, Drift, we need 3 attackers.
Yeah, but we're hoping we're going to get 3 attackers with 3 out of the 6 still being here. Not they all go and you're literally starting all over again.
I told you, I'm running. If we get a 10, I'm running Harvey Elliott right wing next season. I'm doing it.
I don't believe you on that. Not even in the slide.
On Robbie, Stevie, and Alonso, I'm running Harvey.
You want to play Harvey Elliott right wing?
For starting right winger?
No, not starting. Don't do that, Drift. Don't disrespect me.
No, that's what I thought you were saying, bro.
I'm saying if Salah stays, I'm running Harvey as backup right winger next season.
Oh, if Salah stays, bro. So I thought we were talking about if Salah goes.
You're happy with Harvey
Elliott?
Elliott?
I was so confused for a minute.
I realize you don't rate me.
You're happy
not as a football person. You guys don't rate me as a human being, if that's what you think.
No, bro, that's why I was confused. I thought you were trolling
I'm genuinely
me, bro.
hurt. If you don't rate me as a human, not rate my football opinion.
I thought you were trolling me, bro. I genuinely thought.
But why do you want Harvey as a right winger when he's a 10?
As a human being is a whole nother thing. I'm not going to lie to you, bro.
Why do you want Harvey? Why do you want Harvey as a right winger?
Leaving, and then I just heard you say Harvey.
In what world do you think I want Harvey as my starting right winger? Is this what you lot think of me?
No, I said,
bro, we were talking about 4-man leaving, and then you just said Harvey on the right wing, and I thought you was talking about to replace Mo.
I said it from the beginning. If Salah stays, I'm playing Elliott as the right wing backup.
He's not a right.
I still think him playing right wing is too far of a stretch.
Yeah, why not the 10 though?
Right,
why should he be rather than the 10?
Shall I tell you why? And this isn't because of what I would do. I don't think Slot trusts Elliott in the middle of the park like that. So by playing him out on the wing, I think he's a bit more protected and he's got a bit more time and space on the ball. And he's not being relied upon for his physicality, which I think Slot holds as one of his key ingredients for a central midfield player, whether they're in the 10 or in the pivot. So it's nothing to do with what I believe of Elliott. I think his best position is the 10. But in terms of the fact that we need 3 new attackers, Elliott can play on the right and we get a new number 10, I would play Elliott on the right because I don't want to see him sold. And I think because of the minutes Salah gets, I think Elliott could be a good player to deputise for Salah.
Elliott got the assist For Chiesa, where was he
I know he
playing
did.
in the 10?
I know he did. But I'll also ask you, Matt, if Elliot started that game yesterday, how do you think he would have got on?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
We saw what Joe Linton did to him at the end of the game.
No, but it's different. We can't just think just because like he's Elliot decision making would have been better. They might not even got near him. You don't know them things.
I'm not disputing.
No, I just had the image of him on the floor like this.
Joe Linton ain't doing that to Szoboszlai, bro. He ain't.
Nah, bro. To Szoboszlai? What?
Yeah, Joe Linton ain't doing to Elliot what he ain't doing to Szoboszlai what he did to Elliot. He ain't dragging him up like that.
No, but you're making it. You're just making it seem like
he actually should have got punched up for that. He took the piss out of it.
No, he did. Elliot would have got eaten alive in that midfield yesterday, bro.
I don't know, man. He might have even. Yeah, I don't know.
It would have been ugly. Bruno Guimaraes, Tonali, and Joe Linton would have been ugly.
I think no, but Elliot's a quick thinker though. He's more of a quick thinker than Szoboszlai. He's not gonna stay there and just get havoc, so to speak.
You're right. When he has the ball, he is. But when he ain't got the ball,
not off the ball is very different. But
then man would have been harsh, man. It'd have been like
so your manager saying flog him to the wing because he can't do the 10 thing.
Don't do that.
But
I tell you what it would have been like? It would have been like me, you, and Drift playing against Robbie, Stevie, and Kyrie. That's what it'd have been like when you played yesterday. They've got way more energy than us. Way more energy. By a little barge, the game's done, bro. Game's done.
I'd let them win in that scenario, but you wouldn't.
F that, Drift, bro. I ain't letting no one win. You mad? Or get a scalp over Kop-Ish. You mad? No way, bro.
It's true, Drift. Speak for yourself.
Let's talk about lineage, and he's like, nah.
But they ain't part of Kop-Ish yet. They ain't part of Kop-Ish yet, bro. They got to earn that right as well.
Yeah, they got to earn that. They got to earn that
right as well.
It's not just given.
Bro, I swear to God, bro. If I saw you start letting in goals against them kids, bro, I'm going extra hard, bro, to win the game. And you're walking home, bro. I'll drive off while you're about to get in the passenger seat, bro. I'll drive off real quick. So think about
it. Oh man, don't worry, Uncle just got you, look, man.
You're taking them.
Yeah,
on
you
the bus,
be good,
bro.
Uncle. I'm treating this thing serious.
You'll be taking him home on the bus. Jay says Matt wanted Bruno Shearer. I don't think that's true.
I did.
Either.
Yeah, definitely, man. Zidane version 2.
The fact that Elise left England for 45 mil, we didn't even buy him, still hurts. What about Lookman? He has a release clause. Keys, we ain't doing it, bro. We ain't getting Lookman. He's 28.
Yeah, Lookman's
you don't fit the profile.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real, Jay. I think we all wanted that, but Aquilani still.
Again, chronic injuries destroyed him.
What's his buyout?
Who? Lookman.
Lookman.
I don't even know actually.
Craig says, "Do you honestly believe FSG will back Slot?" At this point, FSG couldn't even back a drink if they tried.
I wouldn't even believe FSG if they told me they were going for a piss.
Yeah, they can't back a drink at this point, let alone back a manager. Marvelous says, Drift Ali G glasses cursed us, formed with bad sins. Where's the glasses for now?
Man said Ali G,
Man wants me to get bad eyes for the sake of Liverpool. To be fair, I actually wasn't wearing the glasses during the cup final and we still lost. So
apparently it's because I was in the Wembley area. That's why we lost. Jay says, Liao has better work rate than you think. I'd have to believe it, man. I'd have to see it to believe it. Also says Liao played with a finished Ronaldo. He did. Joey says, if VVD and Trent leaves, who becomes our captain? If Salah stays, Salah. If Salah doesn't stay, Alisson.
No, let's go on the premise that they all leave. It'd have to be Alisson.
It'd be Alisson. That'd be dark, man. Jay says Williams is like that too, Cal, regarding Liao. Jay says worry about AFCON with our next wingers. That's a point. Kudus and then Mbeumo AFCON.
Don't worry. We ain't got them. So man, let's not even do that. We ain't got them.
Harvey Elliott for a month still could run.
Do you know what I mean?
Football Bloods TV, big up Football Bloods TV. Go and subscribe to their channel. If Salah and VVD wasn't there, I think Liverpool and Arsenal would still be fighting for the league at this point. It was Salah's GA and the defense. If Salah and Virgil were at Liverpool's team, we would not be fighting for a league title this season.
No chance.
It would be ugly what would be happening.
Yeah.
I think everyone forgets the season where when Virgil got injured. Do you remember what happened that season?
Oh, I remember, bro.
No, but Kyle, the context is that we also lost Matip and Gomez.
Yes, and we'd probably lose Gomez again and just be left with Kwanzaa, bro.
And we got top 4.
Yes, and at that time, we had a fit and firing Robbo, didn't we, bro? We have this version of Robbo now. That's not been factored in.
No, but obviously
we had Flacco and Thiago. We've got Grav and Mac now. We had Bobby, Mane, and Salah. We wouldn't have Salah and Mane and Bobby.
Yeah, but we're talking about obviously different opposition as well.
Jay says Diaz can't score on the left wing, let alone right wing drift.
Maybe you'll get some assists. I don't know.
Big up a jaw. Harry says, big up, bros. Are you guys worried that Salah and Trent will leave? I'm genuinely worried that I will feel feel sick if VVD left. He's our spine. I might be wrong, but I feel our club are lying to our players. I don't think they are lying to the players. I just think they're just being raggo about things. Football Bloods TV says the whole Salah topic could be avoidable if Liverpool did well in transfers this season. Liverpool need new players. Facts. Harry goes on to say, bros, if we don't win this league, I'll happily come round to your houses, bring some samosas and spring rolls. Bro, samosas and spring rolls ain't gonna cut. I'm gonna need some weed and some alcohol, bro. I'll just be real with you. And I don't even smoke or drink, but that would be the day I
real.
start.
I might need something more harsh, but that's crazy.
I don't smoke or drink, but that would be the day where I try something.
That'd be the day.
Football Bloods TV says, what am I doing here at 6 a.m? Big up you guys. All right, big up yourself.
All right, big up Football Bloods TV, man.
No, big up. Whereabouts in the world are you watching from, bro?
Sorry, big up Imran. Always coming in clutch. Big up you.
Imran, you got anything a bit stronger? Pause. You know them ones.
Imran came through quick.
If we crash out on the I'm not even. That's not even a
that's not happening. Thing. If that happens, boys, if that happens, I'm only going to be on the Sanderson show. Don't call me and ask me to come back on this show because I'm done.
Oh no! If Arsenal win the league from this point here, Kopish is officially done.
Man said morphine.
You say numb the pain.
I don't know. Morphine wouldn't even numb that pain. We're done. We're done. Like that's it. Like no.
Man, have to get epidural.
Man, them can find somewhere else to take out their frustration. We're done.
Man, have to get epidural, bro. It's crazy. You have to numb.
Man, numb your underneath, blood.
It's crazy.
Madness. No, we're done. We are so done. Don't be looking at Kopish for any. We're done.
We're done, fam.
We're done.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't even think about it.
You'll never walk alone 2.0 says Salah, our best forward, best individual Premier League season ever, getting the most. Make that make sense. We need to upgrade and get a gunman. Facts. Ajor says this is our biggest summer probably ever. If we get it right, we'll do a City. Facts. But if we get it wrong, could do a Blackburn. Boys. Anything you guys want to add before we wrap things up?
I could say fuck FSG, but I'd just be repeating myself.
I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's so weird. I don't want to say this, but it's so true at the same time. Only Liverpool would win the league, and yet there would still be some type of negativity. Why can't we just be happy?
Be happy. Facts.
Can't we just, excuse me, win a trophy and just get on with our lives? No, we can't do that. We gotta go for the semantics and all this foolishness. It's just long, man. It's just long, man. It is what it is.
People, if you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Stay here, you'll be redirected to Big Six Bants, where I'll be chopping things up with Monts for a little bit. But yeah, people, let us know your thoughts in the comments below.
Oh yeah, sorry, Cal. Just to let the people know, the review will be dropping straight after we finish here. So guys, go and check that out. Show some love to the guys who send in their reviews, getting their views on the game from yesterday.
And the vlog will be dropping tomorrow as well from Wembley.
Big up.
And if anybody wants to experience our pain, I'm also going to drop the rerun of the watch along. Fuck it, might as well laugh at ourselves, innit? So I'm going to drop that tonight as well.
But at least you didn't. You went on the train with Newcastle fans, bro.
Oh, that must have been peak.
Yeah, that must have been peak still.
By the way, let me just put this out there. Obviously, been doing the fan cams since the beginning of the season. No disrespect to any other fan base. Newcastle's by far the best fan base I've come across. By far. Not once did I feel like any issues were going to happen. They were cool. They were jovial. This is before the game as well. This isn't just because they won the game. They were brilliant yesterday. And remember what I said in the preview, Matt? If there's one fan base that can outdo us at Wembley, who was it? Newcastle.
Yeah,
and
you did say. Yeah.
They won.
Their fans are brilliant. Their fans are, but I think it might have been a little bit different in the way you felt if Liverpool had won. But
no, bro, maybe who
are.
knows? But bro, they on the way up there, they were cool as anything. Like even during the fan cams, they were cool. After the game, they were still respectful.
No, generally speaking, Geordies are some of the most friendly people in the whole country. So I agree with you. I get what you're talking about.
They were brilliant. But I said, if we didn't win the battle on the pitch, we had to win the battle in the stands, and they won both battles on the day.
Yeah. I get it.
Yeah,
their fans
I hear it.
But
I hear it, man. You have to respect them still.
Before I forget as well, there's a few people have been saying that, oh, we're going to do the breakdown of the game, or they're upset that we didn't get to do the PSG. At the moment, guys, we should have probably stated this. The clips available to us to do the breakdowns on Big Up are only in the Premier League at the moment. So with just there being a Carabao Cup and PSG being the Champions League, there wasn't actually game footage available for us to use, or we would have done it. So apologies, we should have let you lot know that. And obviously it's not that we weren't doing it. Premier League games, though, we'll always break down the Premier League games. So, yeah, that's the only reason why we haven't done that, guys.
You'll never walk on 2.0. It says VVD and Salah to leave 3.0 incoming. NFC was here before these guys will be here after 3.0 is calling. Hughes has credit in the bank. Credit in the bank? Brother, we are past overdraft. We've got bailiffs at the door.
Yeah, 2.0.
We ain't got bailiffs. We've got loan sharks.
Where do you get the credit from, bro?
I think we're just, the ones we just take out.
Make a pay-as-you-go call, bruv. Like
we're just taking out loans, innit? We're just loaning, just bare loans,
payday loans as well, not bank loans.
You're paying off your NatWest overdraft with your nationwide loan, which also you've got a Monza loan, which is paying off your nationwide. That's what we're doing, bro.
I'm gonna say you were trolling from that.
We're out here paying off credit cards with credit cards, bro.
We're just out here, just bare loans.
People, smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you for all watching and listening. Till we see you again. Stay safe, stay blessed. We're Kopish out, people. Take care.
Love.
Peace.
Go get some food, man.
You can't end it like that, man.
Get some food, man.
Big up, everyone.
That's what I'm gonna. Get some chicken wings, man.
We got H for this one.
H. Train with Newcastle fans yesterday. H, bro.
That's crazy.
Hey, bro, what's wrong with you, man?
H is crazy. No, I'm telling you, bro.
Big up, everyone. We're officially gone now.
Matt Flurry's disrespectful.